nothing without a woman.
Hey now, this is a man's world. What's up? Sorry, hey, I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
First, we apologize for being a little late.
Not late. We're at the top of the hour.
All right, cool. So we early somewhere.
You're on time.
What's the name of the show?
In a man's world.
So, ladies, you know what time it is.
Tighten up your belts.
All day long. Find that. Hey, if the hoop doesn't work, get a little knife or something and get another one in. All right.
No, don't use a knife. Use an ice pick. You get a proper hole with an ice pick.
All right. Well, that's for those of you who have an ice pick hanging around. I can't remember the last. You got to be. That's the East Coast thing, isn't it? Ice pick.
Screwdriver.
Yeah, screw. Well, not a Phillips screwdriver. Yeah.
Well, one of those bent forks that's been in the garbage disposal.
Yeah, that's always a good one. That's always or a steak knife. I usually use a steak knife.
A felt, ballpoint pen.
Right.
You can get a belt. If it's a leather belt or what kind of
what kind of belt you got?
You got to twist that shit.
A chiffon belt?
Yeah, that's a little soft belt right there.
Use a toothpick.
And it's so interesting because talk about that. I when I was thinner, I had to put an extra hole in my belt. Now, Now I'm thicker.
So what loop you on now? What hole you in?
Well, first I'm 183.
Oh,
so I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
Today I had an audition this morning. I had to pretend I was a referee, and I put on my black slacks, and they were just way too tight.
Wow. Did you have an official top?
No, but a lot of guys came in the audition with the whole referee outfit. They had the flag and everything, and I just had because he was supposed to be like a tough, intimidating. It's a KFC commercial.
Okay.
So I wore my Cortez sneaks. The white and black ones with my black slacks and then a white T-shirt that was kind of tight, So
showing them guns.
Yeah, and then I had a whistle, and then I think I did. I think I'll get a call back.
Referees don't wear slacks, do they?
Yeah.
It's just a look because those people don't know. It was interesting.
I'm saying if you say guys come in with the whole uniform on.
One brother had the whole with the hat and the flag, and another white dude had
first
his.
of all, what kind of official was it? Was it basketball?
NFL, football.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Football, the whole piece. So I mean, hopefully, it's time for me to get another commercial. It's been years. So hopefully, I can get it because and
what was the last one?
The last one was I played an angel for an insurance company. That was a while back.
They have black angels.
For that one, they did.
Was it a local insurance company?
No, it was national. And then I had that McDonald's run for a while.
Yeah.
So it's just time. I mean, hopefully these things go in cycles, and my cycle has been way up. That didn't sound right. Yeah, that didn't sound right. And that's so funny because
you're in your third trimester.
Let me just say what happened before we started the show. Poetess came around and fixed the mics.
You gonna tell that story?
Yeah. And it was interesting because they
Bless
cracked.
your heart.
I always say things, and I'm being honest, but they always turn it into
It was honest. No, it was
joke.
just honest.
No. So what happened was. Poetess came around and
like Frida.
And sometimes I get a little risque when we're off mic.
Risque?
Yeah, I get a little, blunt.
You be yourself.
Yeah. So Poetess came and then we're teasing her about hiking. She, because she has a new board where we actually can see ourselves.
Yeah.
We can see like right now I'm looking at myself and it's a nice
Isn't that
screen.
terrible?
So I was like, wow, who donated that? Snoop Dogg, because she has all these star friends.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, well, maybe she'll put a picture up. Well, first you ask if they could put the chat room up there.
Right,
and I was like, that'd be cool if the chat room could do that. And then I said, well, no, she'll probably put a picture of Canoe. Yeah. And then I was like, man, yeah, because Canoe got her hiking 10 miles.
10 miles.
So he must be laying it on her.
Yeah.
And then, and I was like, I said something to the point of, what did I say? I said.
She said.
It's a good dick at how you
things you will do for the person.
Some good John.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. It was good.
Good dick.
Yeah. And she said, yeah. And then I said,
me too.
Me too.
No.
And then Poetess said,
well,
really?
How did I go?
Louis said, because he goes, what good dick will make you do? And I go, I know. I said, I actually like hiking. And you go, I actually like good dick.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
And I said, oh, you do?
No, I didn't mean it.
He was trying to say, like, in my voice.
It was his voice. I heard his voice.
Yeah, it didn't come out right.
I like dick, or I like dick.
And you said, oh, really?
Yeah, I said, oh, my. You do now.
I didn't.
You didn't swallow?
No, it just didn't come out right.
Same thing she said.
It didn't come out right. So and then they all cracked on me. But hey, it's good to be here at Morris Media Studios. It looks nice, Poetess. Looks really. How long has that been up?
Since last Saturday.
Oh, it's pretty cool. So can you fit
monitor?
everyone on that screen from the rollout show? Because that looks like it's just the size for
Oh,
Speedy.
really?
It doesn't look like it fit anyone else.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. So how's the rollout show?
Everybody's good.
Yeah, tell everyone we said hi,
Yeah.
Except that one girl I don't like. I'm just
Still
kidding.
don't like
I'm just
it?
kidding.
Wow.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Why not keep things going?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm with you.
why patch it up? You know,
Why?
It's always good just to keep a little oomph going.
Drama.
You know, yeah, it's been drama because you know, and then Speedy sent out a nice thing to his girl, his wife Michelle, how he loved her. You know, that was nice. I thought that was sweet. Nikki Pam is still putting up her fake friends on Facebook.
Really?
Oh.
Let me stop. You know, everybody that she puts on there is her ride or die.
That's how girls play it.
But what I'm saying is like,
How many ride or dies do you have?
all her friends, at the two here, all our friends, her friends are her best friends, and you can't have everybody can't be your best.
Is it
How
still
many friends does
BB?
she have?
Well, it's
BFFs?
just like everybody that I see her pitching with. This is her girl, and they've been through it all.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Been
you
through
can't
it
be
and-
through it all with everybody. Somebody got to be. I just met her, and she cool. So
Think so?
Well, no, I'm just saying you would think that because she used to say the same thing about that other girl that she don't like anymore.
Oh, the nemesis.
Yeah, so I just think that's, keep it real. But I just love this guy. Every person like George Lopez, or because she went to see them,
To come
Yeah.
and get down.
and Cedric and all of them, she was like, oh, I just love this guy, and
No.
it needs some.
You love the company you with.
in
That's what it is
LA
in social
show
media.
business,
In
yeah,
social
social
media.
media. You're right. Yeah, it's everything's tagged.
Right,
It's
right.
tagged them.
Hashtag,
Yeah.
yeah.
My girl.
Yeah, it's my girl. I love her. We ride or die. We hit. And they know that. That's
Champagne and Hills, bitches.
right.
All
It's
that.
a woman thing because I think men are a little more honest. Like it's my boy. I just met him. We just hanging out.
But you're not gonna put it all on Facebook. Like,
No, that's not a good thing for men to do. Put everything out on Facebook.
Hashtag fuck that nigga.
in a real way.
Right.
Underscore.
Right. I think we just need to have a little more honesty on. And if again,
Is there honesty in social media?
it should be some. I mean, at least men need to keep some things intact since this is a man's world.
In a man's
We're
world.
being a little too
Soft.
on the woman.
Watered down.
Women would give you that. You are social.
They're social
because women can go
creatures.
in the bathroom with strange women and come out best friends. That's men. You ain't doing that.
No.
Women can go in the bathroom and then they talk and give up all the information and then next
They
thing
stay
you
in there
know,
a long time.
right?
Yeah, get comfortable.
And
with
now
each other.
men are doing that on Facebook.
You know what I found out? I was at this hotel and I walked into the women's bathroom by mistake because they didn't have the signs and stuff no more.
Same.
So I don't know if they was doing the whole transgender, you could just go in or whatever.
Bathroom.
And the women were both in the stall talking,
In the same stall.
in the same stall talking. Like, how close and intimate do you need to be in the bathroom?
Was one actually using it?
I don't know. I listened to it. I was like, "Man, I hear two voices in the same little area, and I see 4 feet.
Now, did you continue? Did you use the
No,
restroom?
no, I went
Step out?
I was like, oh, I'm on the wrong side.
Now I went to see a play
Okay.
with Code 3, and it was a woman's play
How you know?
because it was now mind you the girl was really
Being
good.
very
Tammy Mack.
feminist.
She
right
was
now.
really good. It was the bag lady.
Okay.
But it was definitely for women because
Definitely.
it was about her story and dealing with women and all the putting the men down, all that stuff. And I mean, rightfully so. A lot of the guys she dated were dogs and all that, but
Okay.
there was so many big women there.
Big.
I mean, Speedy would have it was like a smorgasbord for him. It was just, I mean, they were all big and
Buffet.
and they all tried to take the elevator and the elevator just stopped. It's
Now,
like,
how do you know that?
Because man, the elevator
you on
started
it?
blinking red. Do not enter. And they had to wait outside
Hilarious.
before they went in, and they were sweating and you just saw a whole
Were
slew
they
of
snacking?
diabetes. It was like this is a diabetes
Diabetes.
commercial waiting.
Were they snacking?
They were snacking hard.
Oh, come on.
M&M peanuts and had the wine going. And they were and
What is it, LD?
99% of them are African American women, and we just need to take better care of ourselves.
Think so?
We do, men and women. Right now, we're just so out of shape. That's why I'm so happy for Poet. She says she's enjoys hiking now. She looks healthier, stronger. She's able to take into different positions now instead of just laying
fuck by this tree.
Right.
On the trail.
She can put 6 miles in, get some, then do another 4 miles.
Is that a pine cone? Are you happy to see me?
So you just feel better. I just think it's time for you women, since you can, and this relates to you being able to become friends right away.
Okay.
To start being honest with each other. Like, girl, we need to walk. We need to work out. We need to get healthy. Because they're just way too comfortable with their being obese.
Now, are you in Code 3 at that stage? Are y'all working out together? Are y'all walking together?
Well, she's already in shape.
Right.
Because of her profession.
In her uniform.
Yes. I mean, she's strong. Last night, I was in the prone position.
What?
Oh.
We were playing around. Okay. And I was being smart to her. And
safety word?
Surgery word would get off me. But we were watching Cops.
Hilarious.
We were watching Cops, and she loves watching Cops because those are her people.
Did she pick the flaws out? Did she show you the flaws?
Right. Yeah, they can't do this. So then I was laying there, and then on my stomach, we were both laying in on our stomachs. So then
why you
I was
laying on your stomach?
Well, because we were.
You had
how
your
you
feet
face
up,
the
swinging
TV.
your legs?
No, you face the TV, and you both laying there. So I was getting smart with it, and then she jumped on my back, pulled my hand back, and put my knee. That hurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was arresting you.
Yeah, it hurt. I was like, yo, hey. I mean, she just got cock strong all of a sudden.
Wow.
I was like, yo, chill,
Did you take it?
Did you throw her off? Did you buck her?
No, I couldn't. I was
Really, LD?
Hey, man.
Really?
I didn't want to.
She subdued you that
She
quick.
only like 121. I didn't want to throw her.
Wait
and
a
then
minute.
She hit her
Hold
hand.
up. 183 goes into 121.
Yeah.
No, I could have flipped her, but she might. This is the thing that I'm always fearful. You playing and you flip her, and then she fall and hit the dresser,
And then she dead.
dead, and it's.
No, you're supposed to flip her and hold her. You're supposed to arrest her.
No, it was hurting. Now, if I had flipped her, she was coming off. It hurt. For some reason, she had my.
Because
I was asking her. I was asking because the cops always grab the hand first.
Always want to control you.
Yeah, and then she put her hand behind my back, and then she put her knee in my back, and I was like, it hurt. And then if I had flipped her, she was catching that elbow, and I didn't know where her Glock was, so I didn't want her to, just.
But see, all right. So that tells a lot right there. For
What?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Jazzy.
You ain't never had no encounter with the police.
Why?
Because when she did that,
You
was
went,
like,
ouch.
Yeah, you were like, stop. See, me, I'd had a flashback. Like, bitch, get the fuck off me. I ain't doing it, bitch. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, it's a test.
Why you arresting me? What I do? No, I'm not giving you my arm. No,
Hey.
get the fuck out of here. I'd have been resisting like a mug.
And it was funny because one of the episodes,
Hey.
the cop was coming to the guy and he started talking crazy. The guy said, put your arms out. He said, no, they're coming to arrest me and I don't want to be a part of this. I'm standing for the government. She's like, 5150, honey. That's 5150. That's 5150. I was like, what do you mean? He crazy. He's 5150. He crazy. Just take him down.
Do you have a favorite Cops episode?
It's a reality show. It's all fake.
Oh, when they go arrest the people? Well,
they have to sign. They have to sign a waiver.
Well, here was interesting. One guy was hiding under the bed, and they brought the woman out, and they said to her, "Listen, is he in there?" And she said, "No." He said, "All right, now if you lying to me, I'm gonna arrest you." And Code 3's like, "Yeah, she lying. She lying." He was hiding. He had a good hiding space.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna be mad at him. I wouldn't have found him.
Mm-hmm.
But that dog
got him.
will find you.
Oh,
that dog will
K9.
find you. So. We were laughing at that, and it's just been good hearing her laugh. She laughs really. It's nothing like hearing someone you care about laugh. Mm-hmm. And that's always good.
She got it's not an annoying laugh. Is
no,
it?
she's got a. She
like
talks like this, and then she.
One of them sexual laughs like.
Yeah, she got a cute little laugh. Laugh.
Wow.
But sometimes she talks. I can hear her cop tone though.
I
can hear her tone. Like she'll say, "Don't try that." Like
assailant.
Yeah, they don't try that. And I'm like, where'd that come from?
Got me twisted.
Yeah.
She can't turn the job off.
Right. I like I just said. He would have been like, yo,
you got a flashback.
That's funny. That's funny. Look how he looking back.
Yeah, he got to look back.
Right.
What
That's some good acting.
Tonight.
Sorry about last week. We weren't here. POTUS had to leave. She couldn't wait on us. I tried to say we'd be a little late. She's like, I'm out. I'll catch y'all later, But so I'm glad. So you did hook up with Code 3. You guys got back together.
Code 3, that's your
I'm sorry.
You a dyke now? You're a lesbo now?
I'm in canoe.
Y'all had a threesome? Wait a minute, LD. What's going on? You snuck up to the mountains with a bear outfit on?
No, I meant
Any more revelations?
You and canoe.
You
got back
misspoke.
I misspoke.
We went hiking Monday.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we're well, good. So how was work that weekend that he was gone for a minute, right?
No, we've been seeing.
Did you?
Well, no. She said. Remember, she said that he had to work.
I remember nothing.
She didn't see him like 3 days, 4 days. You hadn't seen him in a while.
No, we've been seeing each other every weekend.
Okay, so
bitch.
Well, good. I'm glad he's good.
He's good.
Well, she's saying that like, yeah, he's good. So.
Yeah, you asking too much if you're gonna take him from her.
No,
I know you already said you want dick. I'm like, wow.
Got her nervous.
Wow.
You gotta swear.
Watch my man.
No.
You stand on this side.
Hey,
Can't post no more pictures on Facebook.
323-293-3375.
what?
That's the number. Give us a call. People in the chat room, hope you had a good week, 2 weeks. And Aaron Gladman's been having a great time with his girl, his wife, his queen.
Yeah,
he's been all over Facebook talking about, and picking his son up from school and his son falling asleep in the back. Mad Marv, how did that show come out? People were really just talking about him.
Mad Marv is Mad Marv.
So how did you guys' show end up Tuesday? Was it good?
It was
fun?
great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about that?
Yeah. He said he had an intervention. 6 of his closest friends sat him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So some people, and then what happened? Did it
Told
work?
him that you still fucking with the absolute. You need to get off that and fuck with Grey Goose.
Absolutely.
He said he was like, I've been on Grey Goose ever since, so I'm good.
That's funny. So
That's my dog. Yeah, he good.
Now, Poetess, I read something that you are doing. What are you guys doing? You got coming up?
Radiothon.
I'm doing a radiothon to raise funds for the studio to be completed so we can have our grand opening in our junior broadcaster program that we're starting in January.
And are we invited, or what's the deal?
Yeah, aren't you? You're on the schedule.
The schedule was listed also?
Schedule hasn't been listed yet.
Oh, because I didn't push that more button. I refused that on the Facebook where it has
titles.
People talking, it has
Yeah.
more, and you're supposed to push more, and
More.
so I didn't push more.
Who's dinging over there?
We have a game tomorrow, and the coaches are trying to figure out. We're short a couple
Who's gonna
cameras,
stand and who's gonna kneel?
so they're figuring out who can bring a camera.
You have a camera?
No, I don't.
What do you need a camera? You got a fucking phone.
Well, we have now
You got a phone.
to film the game.
Yes.
Well, I
don't have enough memory.
They filming movies on these now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's what some of the coaches were saying, that they could use their phone, and we actually play tomorrow, but some of us have to film the games that are there. So we were trying to figure out what time and what we were wearing. We trying to coordinate.
Well, can you
Varsity
put that
football
on
game.
vibrate?
Yeah, I just did. I apologize. I don't know how to put it on vibrate. I just put it on silent.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so we're having a radiothon here Tuesday starting at 8 a.m. The Rollout Radio Show is going to set it off.
Oh, so they get to go first?
What do you? What's wrong with that?
I've been reading on the rollout show, and it's like they get like 1,700 views, and we're like up to 14, so we're close.
Yeah.
On some of
Closing
the shows.
in.
Yeah. So.
Way to go, LD.
Yeah. So.
No, we actually.
And we're only
Rollout
on once
gets
a
around
week.
3,000.
That's if you add up the 3 days. Trying to act like Fox News. No. Add up the 3 days, it becomes 30-some. But 1 day for us is strong.
Yeah.
And especially the time that
Yeah,
we're.
you guys are.
Yeah, the time
It's
that
a
we're
great show.
on. It's all right. I
If
think
you
it's
say so yourself.
Yeah, I think it's. I think
It is.
I think
I
we
love this
should
show.
be. I mean, are we second at least?
Yes, you are.
Okay, all right. Because I mean, if Mad Marv show is up
Third.
for us, we got issues.
Mad Marv is third.
They only got like 600 views. I watched
It's
just.
all right, though.
I watched it so y'all can have another view.
No,
Oh, wow.
So does that mean Jeff has 1,500 views?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
right. 'cause
gotta
he's on
add-
both show. Right there you go. So he's
Go,
doing
so
well. He's
doing-
doing well. Different color looks better.
Carolina Blue.
Yeah, blue is the color. Yeah, you're dark blue now, and okay, cool. All right, that's good. Blue's the color. She has
Sweater.
on blue.
You got the pullover V-neck sweater vest on.
This was work. Yeah, I was doing this new
Sweater
show.
vest. Wow, I remember you used to rock those on Fox.
Yeah. This is I pulled this one out.
Why do you
Same
have
thing
white
she
on
said.
white though?
Well, this is kind of like It's not white.
That's
but,
cream.
Yeah, this was kind of the look I've been going with all week working on the show. It's going to be a funny show. It's
what show you on?
Anthony
That's
Anderson.
Cum shot great.
Wow.
Anthony Anderson's
Still
doing
wet.
a late night show on the Animal Planet.
Oh, is he?
It's called Animal Nation. It's funny though. He's really good. He's really good and funny and
Yes, he
witty
is.
and smart. He's good. And a lot of the guests bring their pets on. And they have a comedian on.
Oh, okay.
And then they have a guest, and they bring their pet, and he shows clips of, it's funny stuff.
And the vast majority of pets have been dogs or any.
Yeah, dog. A lot of people, and these are celebrities, so their dogs look really well dressed. They have clothes on,
Right.
with sweaters, and they actually have the dogs come with people,
Yeah, they got.
and they're getting a double check because the dogs get paid.
Yeah,
Right.
the handlers.
Yeah, and then we have he was today they had an attack dog.
Mm-hmm.
And he put on this big suit, and the dog attacked him. And that dog was good, though. He was well trained. But I'm having fun. Today's audience was good. Yesterday's audience sucked.
Yeah.
But I had to break it down to him.
Is it a 30-minute show?
No, it's an hour talk show.
Okay.
It takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours to shoot. That's why I was late today because we had to do some extra stuff.
Yeah.
But Sunday's our last tape, and then hopefully he'll come back. It was a lot of fun. It's always good to work.
Yeah.
So that's why my voice is kind of raspy. But so it was a good day, long day. I had an audition this morning for KFC.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, I said that earlier. Okay, so and then we had the football game. It's just a long day, but it's good. I can't wait to get
You got
home.
a football game today?
Harvard Westlake. We lost to Garfield.
What?
Yeah, I know. It was a tough one. 31. They beat us 38-31. But we dropped a lot of them. We just couldn't tackle. So hey, this is we're at Morris Media Studio. This is I'm Louis Diggs,
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
and we are
In a man's world.
all right. Cool. Right now,
Tighten up your belts.
this just in. The music should be coming. All right. So da, 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 she doesn't have it. Oh, before we go, Chinese Connection was on the other night. The Big Boss, Fist of Fury.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah, and Five Fingers of Death.
Mm.
So for you old heads out there, you young people, Google that.
Chinese Connection was the bomb.
Oh man,
With the
Five
chicks.
Fingers of
Oh, my
Death.
God,
That
man.
was.
Yeah, Five Fingers. That was it.
Well, the best one.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
That was. Hey, if
They
you
doing that?
yeah, Five Fingers. That.
Wow, really?
She chewing that gum hard too.
That ain't gum.
Hey, this just in with John Lemon.
Been a tough week, man. Trump.
How tough?
Oh man, Trump put his foot in his mouth once again. Nobody calls his shit to the carpet.
Well, what did he say? This I've stopped
Wednesday
watching it for a while.
Wednesday night, they did the commander-in-chief forum, 30 minutes apiece between him and Hillary, and Matt Lauer was the moderator.
Okay.
Matt Lauer?
Yeah. So then he just goes up there and he just like you talk so much shit about Barack, and then you accept the compliment from Vladimir Putin as being brilliant.
Russian's president.
Yeah, Russia's president, and is like, I think Donald Trump is brilliant. He's going to make a great president.
Who said that?
That Vladimir Putin. Said that
Okay.
about Trump. So he accepts the compliment. Then Trump goes on to say, well, he's a much better leader in leading that country than the one we have here.
He said that out loud?
Yeah, on TV.
Recently?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And then what
And no
happened?
one calls him out on that. See, to me, that's not patriotic. You talking about the sitting president, you dogging him out, and you comparing, saying that you have a vicious, murderous dictator in Putin over in Russia, and you think that he's better than our black president. And then you, on national TV, you celebrating that, you saying.
So Matt didn't call him out on that?
No. Then Hillary came out, and then all he did for 30 minutes was just the first 12 minutes of that segment, he just harped her on her emails. They want her to go to jail so bad, it's like becoming hilarious, more than they want a black man to go to jail.
Well, it was over 30,000 deleted emails.
33,000.
33,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait a minute. So did he get Trump? Did he call Trump on anything?
No. Soft questions after that. Then Trump went on and said, half our generals, he will fire half our generals first day in office because they've dropped the ball, they fumbled. It's been a mess for the last 8 years. So my first day in office, I'll fire half the generals.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I really just want him to lose so bad that all these racist people who are behind him could just shut up and all the preachers who are pulling for him can just.
Then they blasted my man Mark Burns. They called him out.
Who's Mark Burns?
The pastor from South Carolina.
The one that lied?
Yeah.
And said that he had all this stuff on his website?
Had all this stuff on his website. He was a Kappa Alpha Psi.
Yeah.
You know, that he had went to Fayetteville. He had took 1 hour.
Yeah, he left and he got up.
Yeah, he got out and left.
Interview.
Yeah,
the interview.
yeah.
He looked like a punk.
Yeah.
And then he went try to apologize.
A punk preacher.
Yeah, he looked like a punk. I understand Eddie Long is sick.
Cancer, isn't it?
I don't know what. Yeah, that's what I read. You know, I don't know how. It's hard because you never know how much truth is on the Facebook and stuff. Because you know, if I see one more person talking about this is my current situation.
But is that the same Eddie Long that was with the boys?
Yeah.
So I mean, and he still got a church.
It's amazing,
man.
It's amazing.
They're protected.
The support.
Yeah, just the how gullible these people are, and I'm gonna say it. Most of them are women.
Yeah, I mean, because all you have to do is just say, you know what, I'm sorry, you know.
Just that they're in the pulpit. Women are so just lonely.
They want that
they're
man. They're
so lonely that they will believe. If you're in a pulpit, they'll believe anything.
You're being very general right
yes,
now.
I am.
I
and
apologize.
That's why I'm saying that they need to start calling each other out to get in better shape. Fat women can have their hair done and their nails done, but their bodies are so big and
undone,
nasty.
Wow.
Just look like they smell.
So why you don't tell them then?
Yeah.
You don't think they'll accept it coming from you, from the
no,
male
you
side?
ever see 3 fat women? They not getting me and beating me up. They get a roll.
You don't have
on.
to get close.
It's so. America's just one thing that they're running from is the truth. You can't be honest because then you're being mean and being judgmental, and you can't. So it's like
bullying.
nobody can have an honest opinion
thing,
anymore. You just can't. You know, it's just especially a male. Especially a male.
Ooh,
if you're a heterosexual male, you can't say anything to anybody. You can't tell kids to act right because then you're not being, you can't tell women.
You can't yell at kids. Discipline kids.
You can't tell women that they can't cook. Then you're being mean and
misogynist, chauvinistic.
Yeah, it's can't tell people they smell. You can't say anything. Everybody has to be pampered.
Yeah.
Everybody has to be told that they're great.
Well, it's PC now. It's political correctness. So everybody's sensitive. Everyone is sensitive. So in the room, if you say something 10 out of 10 times, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. If you spitting the truth, somebody's going to come out offended.
Right, because they're so...
Somebody always going to choose a side.
And somebody was... I heard someone on the show we were watching, and the woman was saying to her son that that your father or mother put you on a pedestal and messed you up so much. And once you grow up and go in the real world will not put you on that pedestal, and it messes you up. Mm-hmm. And that's now the whole world is putting everybody on a pedestal. So now if you're the person telling them the truth, you're not being a nice person. You got issues,
right?
It's just
the truth has issues now.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, so more interesting news. It was a thing that happened. My hometown is just absolutely ridiculous.
Chicago.
Yeah. So the videotape that they just released of the 2 teens that shot the 71-year-old man watering his lawn.
Mm-hmm. Why what was
they
that
just
about?
rode their bike and they went past him, stared him down, and then they came back and one jumped off his bike, pulled the gun out, shot him, took his wallet, robbed him right there. 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Broad daylight. So
the South Side?
South Side.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was interesting because the video was grainy, and a lot of my people were calling me from there, and it was one of those things that I was inspired to ask, what would you do? What would you do if you knew that was your child? Would you turn him in?
Oh, of course. See, I was just, when you were sitting there telling the story, I was just sitting there thinking that I know 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Correct.
Right.
But they should have been shot too.
Yeah, but
off their bikes.
But the thing is, that video is so grainy that you can't see the face, but you can identify them through the bike and through their clothing. So the question that my people were calling me back, like one of my homies that I went to school with, we stay in touch all the time. His whole attitude was so defined. He's like, nah, fuck that. I ain't turning my son in. I ain't doing the police work. Fuck that.
See, but he's not a real man. See, this is what I'm talking about in the man's world.
Right.
In a man's world, That's the problem right now. One of the problems is that men are not teaching young boys how to be men and holding them accountable.
And taking responsibility.
Right. Now, on the softer side, them boys got so much pain that they're willing to hurt anybody.
Correct.
That's a lot of pain.
But no, it goes beyond that because you have to look at it. Like when I saw that, I'm like, okay, them boys is hungry. That's the first thing they want to do is to get them something to eat. And that's what people in Chicago are not understanding.
No, they're not hungry to get something. They're on bikes. They got bikes. They're not hungry. I mean, come on. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Now, let me get this one right quick.
Okay.
Now, you said they hungry.
Yes.
They gonna get something to eat.
Yes.
You got a gun. Y'all on bikes. Why you got to kill this dude? Go kill the people that work at the place to get your goddamn hamburger.
But they didn't have no money, though.
You got a gun.
But that's what the first person they rolled past, they robbed.
No. I just doesn't make. I know the whole thing doesn't make sense.
Correct.
First of all, the whole thing doesn't make sense that they would ride their bikes and shoot a 70-year-old man and take his wallet. I think I hear what you're saying, but to me, there's a point missing before you get to that they're hungry.
Man.
Because if you're just hungry and you want something to eat, it doesn't take you to killing somebody innocent because you don't know how much they got in their wallet.
You taking a chance.
Yeah, you just want to eat, so you're gonna go rob the place to get food.
Right.
If that's the first thing, if the first thing on your mind, the first thing you're putting up is hunger.
Right.
So if I'm hungry, what is that telling me I need to do right now?
This is what it's telling me.
No,
this is what it's telling me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait in the bushes with my pistol, and when the people drive up and order their food, no, I don't want that. Wait on the next car. Oh, I like that what they ordered. So when the shit come out the window, move. That's mine. I'm gone. Ain't nobody gotta die, but I'm gonna eat.
If I'm hungry,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm hungry, that equals to me I want to eat something to fill my stomach.
Right.
Not if I'm sad and hurting, I want to hurt someone else.
Correct.
That's my first thing. Then I'll eat. But the first thing is I'm angry. I'm angry and hurt by what this world is not giving me.
True. But when you include those hunger pains in that too.
But that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't that hungry if they rolled off and came back.
Yes, if they that they got enough strength to ride a bike.
No.
If you hungry,
said they left and came back.
If you
they
hungry,
rolled past them and came back. They scouted him out, and it's like, all right,
but
cool.
listen to what you're saying.
I know what I'm saying.
Saying they're hungry.
Yes.
Okay. If let's just say if you're hungry, if you're hungry, what do you want to do?
I told you I'm in the bush.
If I'm hungry, I want to eat.
But
if
when
you're hungry, now I'm just saying, if you're hungry, you might go kill some meat to eat. You go kill game. I could see your point. If they shot him and ate him, then they were hungry.
They were hungry.
But see, the logic is that we're not understanding their point of view. I'm just saying from my from.
But that's what I'm saying. Logically,
is that these kids is out in the street because it's hard to talk to them because they're not eating, and you can't talk. You can't rational. You can't talk to somebody.
If you hungry, okay, there are people. There's a difference between starving and eating. Now there are people in other countries who are starving.
Flies on the mouth.
Okay, now let's just stay with hungry.
Right.
There are people in other countries who are hungry.
Right.
They don't murder people before they eat.
But look at it like this though. Look when you have money in your pocket, and look when you get hungry. Look how agitated and aggravated you get.
But I eat.
But when you don't have no money.
But you go. That's what I'm saying.
You don't kill to eat.
You have a gun to go get food. I'm just saying logically. I'm sticking with logic. A, B, C, D.
And their logic is that, okay, if I shoot you and I go in your wallet and I take your money.
There's no guarantee that there's money in the wallet.
But there's still that chance, though. So that's their logic.
No, but you're saying that we're trying to get you to the point that I'm hungry. I'm with you there. Start there.
Yes.
The kids are so hungry now.
That they're killing for food.
No. We can't give you that one. I'm sorry.
Right.
On a rational tip, okay, I got the gun. Oh man, I'm hungry. I just want to eat. I ain't got no money.
I see the deep part.
I can't take no right now.
Philosophically,
exactly.
I understand what you're saying that they're going out to hunt and their prey because they're hungry. But it's to me,
the prey is the money, not the man.
It's the money. It's not. It's the wallet. It's not the food. They're hungry for money. They're hungry for prestige. They're hungry to stand over somebody. That doesn't equal food.
Why doesn't it?
Okay, it equals food in this perspective. If you kill this man, you going to jail. Now you're gonna eat.
Right. You get 3 meals.
So is that the angle they thinking about? If I'm gonna think about it they way.
Okay. Die.
Yeah.
If you want to kill to eat, then you going to jail. They're gonna feed you. They're gonna be some bullshit.
See, the thing is
but you gonna eat.
It's like it was. I'm trying to explain it the way it was explained to me. It's like.
But that's the same person that explained to you that who wouldn't turn their son in.
No, there's a lot of other people that explain that to me too.
They're wrong. That's probably why they're in Chicago and you're out here.
No.
Because you make much more sense. Hey, you know what? That's a good question. Callers, 323-293-3375. John Lemon just come up with a great question.
And what's the question, LD?
Well, it's why do you think the kids in Chicago are killing each other? Are they killing each other for food?
Or are they killing for murder?
Right. So give us a call. We're going to take a break. And, she's playing the music, which means...
You're talking too slow.
Yes. Thank you. Hey, we're back. I'm Louis Dakes.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
What's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
It's cold in here.
You want a sweater? You want a shawl?
No, my sweatshirt's in the car. She got her Oakland sweatshirt on.
Oaktown.
What kind of gum is that?
The kind you chew.
Cause she is the flavor still in it? Cause she old school. Oh, that flavor must go quick. I can't stand that when you have gum and the flavor go quick. Cause she popping it now. Did you grow up popping gum? Okay, she said that with attitude. Like, damn, stop asking me questions, fool. Do your show.
Wow.
That's right. You did a show earlier. How many shows have you done today?
I've been doing shows since 8:30 this morning.
Oh, so she tired of us by the time she get to us. I wonder if we do the show when we do the
radiothon.
The radiothon. Will you really be into us? I mean, because it'll be earlier.
No, your time slot is earlier. It's from 10 to midnight.
Oh, we still 10 to midnight east or west?
West.
Oh, why can't we do?
Why would you say east if you're in the west?
I don't know.
You gonna fly to New York and do?
Do you want to do afternoon?
Well, I thought it'd be a different feel, but that's okay.
I got you 10 to... You're working now, right?
What day is that? She was like, I don't want to.
Tuesday.
Okay, that's cool. Coming this Tuesday?
Yes. This Tuesday.
Oh, this Tuesday. Oh, okay. So
so confirmed I have DJ Quick, Battle Cat.
Now, are they coming on our show or the Rollout show?
Some of them are doing their own show.
Well, I think, are some of them man enough to come do our show? That's the key. Let me see. DJ Quick, yeah, he's been shot. He can come do the show.
He's doing his own. He's doing his own show.
Now, yeah, I met him once. He said he was a fan of mine.
I doubt that.
No, ask him. He did. He said
he's actually coming on before you guys.
I don't appreciate that, but okay. So that means he's coming on. What time is his show?
His show. I don't want to reveal the schedule yet.
Okay, so maybe he can hang around our show for a while.
That would be up to him.
And learn some things.
Wow.
That would be up to him, and I doubt it.
I don't listen. Look, wait a minute. Look, he just got back in the game.
Wow, really?
Let me stop.
Since he's a fan, you can do that.
Yeah,
he don't know.
And he not. No, now he said in his record he wasn't the one that could fight in the club, right? And that
what?
Said, and how did I get? Wasn't he the one with the song?
What are you talking
You're
about?
a gangster. No, you're not.
You're not. You're a gangster. And he's like, how much somebody like 150 pounds can beat up everybody?
Oh yeah, 92.3 pounds.
Yeah. So there you go. I know.
Look at Theo.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Theo.
Theo.
Oh wow. He's Asian now, huh?
Yeah, I'm Theo. And
Saul.
And
Look at Louis.
and Canoe is code 3. We just messing. We all over the place today. Ask him. He said he's a fan. I think he would come on our show. I got to start reaching out to people who are.
Yeah.
Who are ducking you?
No,
who are ducking you.
When
you got to call in favors.
People see me, they like, Hey, Anthony Anderson's manager, his dad came on the set. He's like, man, that's Louis Dix. So
because you his era. Oh man, I got the funniest message
cold.
from one of your friends.
My friends?
Yes, I cannot wait to. I don't know if he was watching the show and you said something, but I should see if I can play the message over the thing. But he was like, "Louis, you know we don't get down like that. We boys. We don't do none of that stuff. Louis, you know better than that." I don't know what.
Kissing and telling.
Well, what he said, did he leave his name?
Peanut.
Norwood, brother Norwood.
Yeah, and he said what?
I guess you said something on the show that went against what you Philly boys believe in.
Norwood's been to jail. I don't know
You
what
want to
he's
get your
talking
boy?
No, I'm just kidding. Maybe, I don't, hey, you know, I mean, that's certain things. That's the beauty of growing up in Philly. Your boys will check you if you get out of line.
Yeah,
and put
he
you
called
back.
and left quite a humorous, I thought it was funny, but
Yeah, I mean,
but he was serious.
I remember one time when I went back home, and this was when spandex was in,
You had some?
and I wore
Spandex.
Yes, you remember?
You wore spandex?
Remember the long ones,
You wore the Flo
and you would
Jones?
wear them over short. You wear them under your shorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, not just spandex.
I don't
They're
know.
not like, are they called spandex?
I don't know what they call, but
For
What the
men?
NBA players wear now.
right,
Yeah.
it's
They're
hip now,
tights.
but tight. But you wear your short, and I went back
Leotards.
home with them on,
Yeah,
and my boy was
leotards.
like, "Yo, man, Wally, you can take them off, homie. You can't, you know, yeah, because I was
That's
I
offensive.
was in my California zone, you know, and it's
You was like my man in
I'm gonna see if I can play the message.
let
I
me
don't
hear
know
it
if
first.
it'll.
you was like
I
Leon.
don't know if it'll play over the thing.
No, go ahead. Let you play it out. It's cool. I mean, we men.
Why your voice so high?
You know what, man?
He was like
Just
Leon
asking.
in the TV series that was on.
Oh, fame.
Fame.
Yo, I watched this thing on New York Undercover, Unsung.
Oh, wow.
Good one. It was good. That was good. And I watched thing on what's her name? Free Living Free was that girl name? Denise Williams or something like that.
Oh,
I just got to be free.
Yeah.
Denise Williams.
Denise Williams.
So okay, I'm Louis Dix,
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
and the name of the show is
Tighten up your belts in a man's world.
All Day Long. 323-293.
Oh, what?
3375. You people in the chat room, hope all is going.
You people.
Yeah, I know that sounds bad.
racist.
Thank you for the news, John Lemon.
racist.
You didn't comment on the and POTUS took it off the thing's topic.
Well,
so
you
I
didn't
guess
put the question that you posed about the shooting
I
by the
couldn't
young
understand
man.
half the stuff you texted me,
Okay, well, that's
but you
cool.
could still bring it up.
No,
during
that's
the
cool.
show.
I have no problem. I totally understand that because half the stuff hey, man, that was just funny. I thought she's like, I don't understand. They're just suggestions, and then as a producer, she puts it in order. But the Kaepernick thing has been worn out.
I don't think so.
No.
Everybody, because that was one of the things I was saying. It's like,
They all starting to take knees now.
No, you guys should talk about that in Teeder Sports Ticker.
okay, cool. So that's what that's about.
bitch.
All right. So, excuse me. But one of the things topics was, what do you do when you run into your ex while with your new mate?
New man.
Your new mate.
That ain't what I heard.
It was a T in it.
It's been a long night, huh?
Yeah, it's been long. Do you introduce when you're at first
event?
before I go any further?
Hell yeah.
Before I go any further, Poetess, I want to thank you for those tickets to that concert. It was amazing. We had so much fun.
I'm so mad I didn't go.
Yeah, it was
Is that
so much with
the soundtrack.
soundtracks. I mean, Charlie Wilson was there, Gladys Knight, Babyface, Layla Hathaway,
Who hosted?
Craig Robinson. He was hilarious. It was, and I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but it was such a good time. Earth, Wind, and Fire
Gladys
was there.
Knight, Common.
Yeah, Common, and it was, man, it was a great,
Yeah.
and it was funny because they were showing clips too while
Yeah.
they played it, and they played the clip with Eddie Murphy and Halle Berry and Boomerang.
Boomerang.
And all the women, almost all of them in the stadium knew that line about love should have bought you.
That's
They
ass.
were
Oh,
doing
that's
the
not-
whole scene. They showed it on camera. And they all were saying it. And all the guys like, what?
Yeah, that's a
Love
cult
Shoulda-
classic with the
Yeah,
women.
it was-
Yeah.
Love
They
should've
played the
brought
Whitney
your
Houston
ass
from the movie Waiting to Exhale. And they did Prince.
Purple
Soundtrack
Rain.
from Prince. I mean, Charlie Wilson tore it up.
Yeah.
We had a good time. It was a
Always
guy
good.
behind us. It's interesting about black people. You know, we are so cool because we made a little, ice chest. We had some wine, and I made some little sandwiches with little I cut up.
Did you cut the crust off?
Yes, because she doesn't like the crust, but I did cut the crust off. Wow. And then I had some strawberries that I put sugar in them and let them sit overnight. Those were good. Now somebody told me, because I grew up, my mom, and it was like a thing. We had some extra money when she would do it. You get some strawberries and you put sugar over them and let it sit overnight. Yeah. But somebody told me if you squeeze some fresh oranges, it tastes good too. Orange over. Okay. I got to try that. So we had that, and then, but the guy behind us, I think his name was Chaz. I thought it was Chase. Mm-hmm. First thing he did was offer us some ribs. He has made some ribs. and them ribs were good. And it's a funny thing how when you're in that kind of environment, you don't know the person, but you will eat their food.
It's a friendly environment.
Yeah, and he's like, yo, your homie. And then he started offering more ribs because he needed napkins. So I gave him napkins. And then he wanted some of my strawberries. I was like, no, homie, I can't. My strawberries.
You're not trading ribs for strawberries?
No, it was in the same thing. And he's like, you could just feed me. I was like, you tripping. He was lit. He was tore up.
You could feed me.
Yeah.
What was going on there?
I know. He was that drunk. But it was funny because Code 3 was like, she was the kind of, she's always on duty, so to speak. Gotcha. Because she had to make sure he had a designated driver. And she's like, it's okay, honey, it's okay. His sister's driving. He's not driving. Because he was loud and he was just, and he had everybody, he was offering ribs to everybody in our section. Right. And then some people are honest. Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know you. I ain't eating them damn things. Because one dude was going to eat it and his wife's like, don't be eating that. You don't know him like that. And my man was kind of hurt. He's like, yo, they good. Feelings, yeah. And we ate them. It was good. Yeah, we ate them. We were sick the next day, but we ate them.
Beef or pork?
They were free. Yeah, and speaking, I hope everyone had a good holiday. What did you do?
What was the holiday? Labor Day?
Was it Labor Day?
Yes.
Is that the same? It's not Memorial Day. It's
Labor Day.
Labor Day. That's when women go into labor, and we celebrate that.
Labor. Okay. Yeah. Check Labor Day. And what did you do?
Just relax. That's it.
Just relax. I can't hear myself. Okay.
Did you work that day?
Just relax. No. We just off. We just chilled. We made corn on the cob.
You boil it?
Yeah, it was old school. Mm-hmm. And potatoes. Had some potatoes, and
that's two starches.
I know, but we ordered the ribs.
What? I cheated?
Yeah, she normally makes them, but Tony Roma's.
They still open?
Yeah, I had to drive way out to get them motherfuckers too.
No, right up Universal. Wasn't it?
Universal?
Yeah. They still open up there?
Yeah. So that was cool. Because she had some stuff to do.
Did you have your own sauce?
She went to somewhere else, huh?
Did you make your own sauce?
No, we used their sauce, but it was good. We had fun. Yeah, and some beans. We made the beans. I made the beans.
Okay.
I can make the beans. Put a little salt, pepper, a little sugar, and then a little mustard.
With the baked beans?
Yeah. What do you do? Sugar?
No.
Well, how do you make it? You healthy? So
I don't eat baked beans anymore.
Dude, you can't even go home. Your mom can't even cook for you no more. No. You ate beans growing up.
Yeah, I did. I ate all that growing up.
And now you
none of that, man.
Now you just eat air.
No.
Okay.
I eat plant-based food from the ground.
So you don't eat
Headlines in Health with John Lemon.
Yeah, that should be the thing. We should do. We should do
spinach.
What not to eat today.
Had somebody hit me up and they asking.
A lot of
Talk
spinach.
to Jazzy about what to eat.
Not to you're the
spinach cleans your colon out.
And I Code 3 like spinach, and I ate some spinach. And it's nasty. I had to eat it fast.
Spinach cleans that colon out.
So do you eat it raw? You steam it? How you prepare it?
Sometimes put it in a salad.
Yeah, I like that.
In a salad.
In romaine, I don't do iceberg.
Then I just I'll cook it. Mm-hmm. So just cook it. Hot water, little bit of dab of salt. That's it.
No butter.
Now
Can I have a dab of butter?
So you're not eating meat.
I eat chicken. I eat chicken breast.
Well, how do you stay so thick?
Because I work out.
Bitch.
And I'm old school,
Now, what kind of chicken you eating? Free range chicken, caged chicken?
Organic chicken.
How you know organic chicken? How you separate organic chicken from a regular chicken?
Because the organic chicken is free without them shooting it up, the steroids and all of that.
Hormones, yeah.
Now, it says it when you buy it?
Yes.
And is it smaller than the regular chicken?
It's a normal size. Nowadays, if you go, you got to look at it like, you go and get chicken wings, you see a big ass chicken wing, it's shot with hormones and steroids now.
I just think I'm getting a good deal.
Yeah, a lot of meat on that.
Like, man, I'm getting that one.
Shit, you get another one.
Hey, when I see the little chicken, I'm like, hey man, somebody ain't feeding him. I'm like, give me the big piece.
Right.
Give me the one that's shot up. I don't want the one on heroin.
A lot of fruit. Eat a lot of fruit.
I'm good with the fruit.
Yeah,
I eat a lot of. I like
grapes,
I like
pineapple,
blackberries. I mean, no blueberries.
Raspberry.
No, blackberries.
Raspberries. That's good
I don't
for
know
you.
one of the. I don't like raspberries.
Raspberries
No?
good for the iron.
Oh, this dude just know.
Iron your clothes?
Iron in your
Hey, I iron my clothes today. I have some spray starch.
Are they in season? Are the berries in season?
They always in
Raspberries?
season, yes.
Okay.
I mean, but you still putting, you still drinking the Kool-Aid?
No. I
It's an
just,
occasional
that's,
thing.
Yeah, once every 7 months or
Still
once
with
a year.
the ice
2
cream and all that, the cakes.
Add a little sorbet.
Okay, that's good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I have a little sorbet and last night we cheated a little bit with some pound cake and sorbet.
Okay,
Was that okay?
hey, whatever
Hey,
your
kill
regimen
you. I mean,
is.
do you?
Yeah, do you? You work out though, so.
Yeah.
So you
Burn it off.
Every
You
other
burn it
day.
off, so
Yeah,
that's good.
I mean-
That's the most important part. I mean, you can basically eat what you want,
Got to work out.
but you got to exercise afterwards, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can eat. You can stick to your diet or whatever you enjoy eating, but just get up off the couch after you eat and just go work out. Like you said, walking is good for you.
It is
A
every
lot
day.
of people don't do that.
Yeah.
No, they don't. I saw a woman today at the show, and she was working on the show, and it was only like 8 steps, and she's like, "Oh gosh, steps!"
Now,
and I wanted to say so bad, you need them steps.
See, I run in the sand like every day too. So
I don't do that. Hey, we have a caller. Hey, caller.
Hey, what's up, fellas? This is Glad Man.
Hey, Aaron, what's up?
Modus.
Not much, man.
what's going on?
So, Aaron, you've had an interesting week.
Donald Trump was in your town last week.
Yeah, what's up with that?
And first of all,
man.
how's the Queen?
Oh, she's fabulous, man.
Yeah,
She's,
y'all had a little
royalty.
Thing going
Royalty,
on,
boy.
Y'all had a little thing going on. Were y'all on vacation or something?
No, we was just in the backyard.
Yeah, we stood by the gate this time.
Oh, okay. And then how's
Food dog.
your son first couple weeks of school? Because I saw you picked him up.
Well, yeah, I started letting them use my car.
Oh.
Man, that was scary. Was that nervous?
Yeah, it was kind of. But he brought it back in one piece. I took a picture of myself looking for dents.
Good. Now I saw a shot
Now,
of
wait a minute.
him.
Hold on. Now, did you write down the mileage?
I didn't think about doing that.
Yeah, you gotta see
where
how
your
far he's
gas-
going.
Yeah, you see where your gas was at?
Yeah, well, he is guzzling up my gas. My
See,
gas
there
is
you
gone.
Yeah.
So he can
Man,
take
what's
an
going on
extra
with
trip.
y'all schools there, man? Y'all, a judge just sent 5 more principals to prison.
Yeah, I know about that, man. That's tough to take, man. That's tough to even admit that happened.
Yeah.
It's people started
The Maserati
The-
principal.
but people the light the spotlight is starting to shine on a lot of corruption, and everybody's scattering like rats, even on the government not the government but the governor's level.
Mm-hmm.
When they found out about the Flint water, everybody quit and left him there by himself in his own administration.
Wow.
Yeah, the water. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all jacked up, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was real bad, those principals taking them kickbacks, vendors and all of that, man.
Yeah, and they were just on Ellen celebrating, and the dude went to jail.
Yeah. That's
And
they
then
were-
as far as Trump is concerned, did you know that the pastor of that church is Brandon T. Jackson's father?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah,
Was Brandon T there?
No.
probably not.
No, he
Probably
wasn't
not.
there.
But
He
this
shot
dude,
out
man,
on
him,
Instagram.
they went to one of the streets on where Ben Carson grew up.
right in Detroit. Yeah.
Nobody was outside. It's like summertime in Detroit, and nobody's outside except Trump, Omarosa, and a bunch of suits.
Yeah, they vetted
and
it
police.
down. Secret Service. They made sure they got everybody
Yeah.
off the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Got
That was
everybody off the block.
it was so staged. It was just crazy.
Wow. So,
And how far is that from you?
Which the church?
The church and where
That's-
Ben Carson grew up. How far is that from
I
you?
don't know where Ben Carson grew up. He must have grew up on the east side somewhere. But the church is kind of just south of downtown.
Okay.
Is that the
somewhere.
same house where he hit his mom in the head with a hammer?
I guess so.
I think
guess so.
Hey, what? Okay, can you answer this question that we asked, Aaron?
Which one? About the X?
No, John Lemon had said about the shootings in Chicago.
2 youth on a bike. Killed a 71-year-old man, robbed him, and because
they
were
was hungry.
Yeah, and Jeff says because they were hungry.
So they kill people because they're hungry in Chicago?
Yes.
What's the deal with you? You know what I think? I think Chicago youth has a problem with self-love. They don't love themselves. They don't think of themselves as valuable. They don't think black skin is, that Willie Lynch thing when the slave master turns the slaves against each other. I think that's alive and well, because how could you look at another brother and want to kill him without having self-hate?
Or at least killing so many of them.
Well, the whole dialogue from the Willie Lynch letter, that's dialogue from the 60s. That's not from that time period. That's CIA stuff right there.
Yeah, well.
But it's kind of the same thing. I mean, in Detroit, we don't have gangs here. We have individual crazy people. But, at least the older people, they respect older people.
Right.
A little more than they did. A little less than they did in the 70s. But the respect is there for older people and children. But man, it seems like Chicago is just like the Old West. I can't explain it.
Yeah, we have to do something drastic, because it was just out of
weak.
control. Well, whoever, I mean, collectively.
I'm just looking for a solution.
It's kind of almost like they don't want it to stop, because here it is, like when Dwayne Wade's cousin was murdered.
Right. Rest in power.
The two brothers, they were captured within 48 hours. Two brothers, they were captured within 48, but they don't give a damn about the other 7 that was murdered the same day that she was murdered.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you, that's
picking and
telling me, you picking and choosing who you want to catch. Now, if one of them cats murder a police officer,
you can catch him.
They're gonna catch him within 24 hours. They're gonna tear up the whole south side of Chicago.
That's universal, though.
Yeah, but exactly. But I mean, it's even more in Chicago. It's just kind of got that code of honor. It's like, well, we don't snitch. It's like, but you snitch if a white police officer comes in there and guns down a black youth. You got your camera phone out, you rolling, you taking pictures, you putting it out, and you pointing out, and you saying, now's the white officer that shot him.
But that ain't
right
snitching.
There.
That's the enemy.
Yeah, but it's like Aaron said. I agree that it's just so much self-hate.
Self-love.
Yeah, and it's not. It's when you have no hope, when you wake up to nothing, when you waking up to saying, this is nothing.
But I hear what you're saying on that point. But what did the slaves wake up to? And the other people who were,
they had jobs that they didn't get paid for.
Yeah, freedom.
Right.
You stupid.
What? That's what happened.
Our liberty.
I mean, but it's people who are. First of all, here's the thing you're saying. They wake up to something. They wake up. They're in a home. They're not on the streets. They're in a home.
Well, some of them are not. Some of them are sleeping in abandoned buildings.
Right, abandoned homes.
Okay,
some of them don't have that.
All right, but I'm just hard pressed to people who are in other countries who have nothing strive for something. It's like we have these.
And we don't have nothing, and we strive for something in this country too.
No, but
it seems the same energy that they use to do crime can be better suited to do something constructive. I can't see. I mean, why is crime the first outlet when you don't have hope?
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
I can't get a job, but I can get a gun.
Exactly.
That don't compute. So okay, so you want to go to mandatory college, and
I don't want to, worse? But I don't see no other way out.
I hear you.
And the thing is that I'm not. It's like a lot of them now is like, I need it now. I need it now. I'm not working for $10 an hour.
And if any of us could figure it out, we'd be on Oprah or something.
Well, she left Chicago.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Aaron. Have a great week, man. Unless you wanted to answer the question about your ex, what do you do when you run into your ex while you're?
Oh, that happened to me, man. I was glad to introduce my new wife to the ex. I was like, hey.
How did she receive it?
She's swinging from the chandeliers.
How did she receive it?
She was pretty somber, I guess. I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention, but I was real happy to introduce her because I had moved on, and I was just really happy to be with somebody that was gonna live life with me.
Now, did you just see your ex in the street, or was it a restaurant, a movie, or how did the
Did you
meeting
drive
take
by our
place?
house?
No, we got kids together, so we gonna be at parent-teacher conferences, graduations. So, when my kids was very little, I brought my wife to a parent-teacher conference, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is the boy's mama, and this is my new wife."
So is the new wife killing the ex? Like she's way better looking.
Now,
oh yeah,
now,
I mean, in Louis Dick's terms, all day long.
Now I want to ask.
Did you make her wear her thigh-high boots to the parent conference meeting?
No, she ain't got to do that.
Now, Aaron, did you bring her to the parent-teacher meeting just for that, or why did she go? Because she wanted to be active with you, or what's the deal?
Well, she had, she brought kids into the marriage like
Blended
me.
family.
So
okay.
There was two of her children went to the same school, so we went together to talk to her kids' teachers, went together to talk to my kids' teachers, and the boy's mother was still there.
Okay, I got you.
So we bumped into her and said, "Hey, all right, hey, it's my new wife. See ya."
Oh,
I heard that, man. Good for you, man. I like hurting their
But
feelings.
it was great. Great.
Is that what it's about?
No, I'm just kidding. No. So, hey, listen, you sound good, man.
I don't hear it.
No, yeah, he's a Christian man. I like Aaron. I like following Aaron, and he seems really happy with his queen, and they always seem smiling.
Royalty, boy.
Hey, I haven't seen any pictures of you hooping lately. What happened?
Well, I haven't been. I've been doing this other workout, but if it still stands, Lou. If you're ever in Detroit, we can play. And even if you beat me, man, it's only because I want to stay friends.
All right, so
you can't
that's
say
a real
that. Man.
You can't say that around Jeff, because Jeff's
like no mercy.
Jeff beat me really bad. I think when we first met.
Yeah.
And TDP can play. I'm really a better coach.
I beat him 11-0.
He's supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, God bless you guys. Have a great weekend.
First.
Hey, you too, Aaron. Be safe.
Motors.
Much love to you.
City.
And don't forget to take that mileage down.
Take the mileage down.
Watch the lever. Watch the needle on the gas next time.
We gonna watch that.
Hey, what a nice guy. And it's interesting. I made a note here, and I was thinking about the other day. I was driving down. If you're ever in California, especially on Crenshaw Boulevard,
on the block.
Crenshaw right before Adams. There's a guy on the freeway ramp.
Horsey man.
Okay, and I was driving by it and I was sitting there thinking, how long has he been on that freeway ramp doing the same thing? And because Aaron was talking about, fortitude and people hanging in there, and I'm just thinking, this guy's been on there at least 5 to 10 years. I mean, 7 to 10 years, right?
Right.
I mean, he's been on there a long time. And I start thinking, is it 7 days a week he's out there?
Yeah, his stuff is there.
Does he take the weekends off, and where does he go? It's like,
no,
his stuff is there.
I mean, POTUS, you know the guy I'm talking about?
Where is it at?
On
right off the freeway.
Right there off of the Crenshaw.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like he has these contraptions.
Yeah. It's like, what is going on with this man who can be there every day?
I don't take that way. So.
I'm sure he's a vet.
I mean, he's there every day.
I've never actually seen a person there, but I've seen like his helicopter. And
I've seen him there. He's got a bigger sign now, but I'm like,
the day I see him, he was riding his horse.
I'm like, what?
Now, do you give him change?
No.
No.
I need my change to wash clothes.
Oh, telephone.
Okay. You act like we at home.
I know, right?
Telephone. All right, phone's for you.
Is it Shantae?
Caller, what's up?
I'm Chris from Connecticut.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
I see John Lemon got the L.A. Reid starter kit.
Who has the starter?
L.A. Reid.
I'm trying.
Which one?
Help me out on that. What does that mean? I'm lost.
Joke's over. How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I'm great,
joke,
C.
Yeah, that joke fell way down that well.
Kind of like your career, right?
Oh. That's a setup right there.
From downtown, bang!
He threw both threes up on the finger.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
You should hang up now. That's it right there. You should just hang the phone up now and be like, fuck it.
Good night, Florida.
Good night.
Man, Chris,
Take me out, coach.
Lord, that was
Sub.
Chris, that was like that's a standing out. I'm out. That was
I had to do my clap back.
man, that was Chris, that was a good one.
I'm enjoying the show. Me and my daughter, we are listening to the show. And
Me and my daddy drinking.
Oh, girl, your daddy got one on that one.
How old is your daughter?
She's one. She'll be 2 next month. Halloween.
She was born on Halloween?
Halloween, yeah.
Yeah, well, she must not be a looker.
Whoa. Is that mine?
You want to talk about mother?
Trick or treat.
That's a straight forearm
Daddy,
right
am I
there.
getting a costume this year? Nah, you good. You
And
good.
candy every year, honey.
But yeah, the question about Chicago is really had me thinking about what you guys were talking about. But
Murder over meals.
I mean, well, to me, it's two sides to it. For one, most of the black youth and even the black males in Chicago they're like completely like desensitized. Like it's really, it's not even the equivalent. It's more than what kids deal with in like third world countries like Iraq and like war zones and stuff. These kids are like born into gang violence. It's really, it's just like like most inner cities, kind of like the West Coast in the 80s, but it's just crazy at this point to me. But I think it has to deal with, again, what Aaron said in the last call about, it has to do with self-hate. And on top of that, it also has to do with, like, a lack of love. These kids don't grow up with, like, without a father or, like, male role models saying anything positive towards them. And I'm not sure if you guys ever saw his documentary. It came out in the early 90s, Hoop Dreams, like one of the best documentaries.
Yes, sir.
And that's really what happens with, like, black kids throughout America. Like, we really...
wicked jump shot, rap.
Exactly. Just in general, it's hard to avoid gang violence. But another interesting thing in Chicago, which is, I think in 2009, they shed a little bit of light on it, but then the story just disappeared. It was a few... the police department was under investigation by the Department of Justice for cops were killing black kids and making it seem as if it was gang violence.
And you know what? I was just thinking that when you called Chris, is that this can't all just be the kids killing each other. It has to be more to it than that. And that's what I was just thinking that as you brought that up.
It's so many like books like based on that.
But it's not.
So many books based because it doesn't like. All right, like me personally, I've witnessed like a few like crimes growing up, like basic like shootouts and stuff like that. But like truthfully, like because they said it's up to like 500 deaths already.
Yeah, but what they're not reporting, honestly though, it's not just all black youths. It's Hispanics too. That's what they're not reporting.
It's more demonizing for black youth. We're the poster children for gun violence, and honestly, I don't buy it, especially coming from a media source as, publicly known to demonize black people. Like, we don't just kill each other like that. It has to stem from somewhere. For 500 deaths within a couple of months, that sounds fishy. I mean, it's not hard to put these, to frame people and do things like that. But I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I think it's just at some points kind of exaggerated.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one.
Wow, that's something, man.
And but again, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's just like what all of us deal with as black men. Like we all deal with like a lack of love, and you turn the TV, we're being demonized. You open a history book, you don't see us in it except as slaves. It's just every corner we turn, we're not welcome. So we begin to hate ourselves, and we begin to hate whoever looks like us, and it's just it is a sad thing. And like me growing up, me and cause I have two brothers, one younger and one older. We all went through the same thing. Like fortunately, we got lucky, but we all went down that same path. Me personally.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What path?
The right
It's a
path.
path, you know, like the path that most black men go through, where you start playing with guns, where you think gangs is family, where you know.
Selling dope.
Nah, I ain't do that. I wasn't that stupid.
I saw candy.
Yeah, my father did, and you know, I grew up thinking that was, you know, like most black males, you know, that's success. That's the right thing to do. You idolize that, but it's truly the trap.
Truly the
We
trap.
can't
That
keep-
is correct.
Yeah, we can't keep blaming, you know, cops. We can't. That's part of the problem, but you know, it's back to personal responsibility.
Wow, man, that's hitting it, Chris. Hey, did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, I just stayed in the house with my wife. We both was off for 4 days. We just stayed in the house.
Oh man, that must have been rough.
It was actually pretty cool. We got some Ghostbuster costumes from Target. I just chased her around the house all day. It was pretty cool.
Wow.
Hold up. Are you being serious?
I'm serious. It was pretty cool.
Casper,
So
baby.
Guys,
Wait a minute. Hold on. You was running around with your little demon out.
Nah, I had I was the marshmallow. I don't remember if you remember one from the first one.
Oh, soft.
It's the salt.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Soft but creamy.
Yeah.
That is great. That is great. Good for you,
Hilarious.
man. Good for you.
Entertainment.
Keeping that romance alive,
Right.
man. Shit.
I'm happy
Look
for
at
you.
Lewis writing that down. Oh, Ghostbusters.
I want to be the
costume.
marshmallow man.
Hey, so much respect, Chris. Thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate you
Okay.
listening.
Thank you guys. Keep it good work. This show is, I don't know, Poe. This might be the #1 show. It's taking notes. Without Speedy's man code, this show is,
Well, that was over here first, but I.
Yeah, I know. That kind of slipped out from us show. Yeah, that for some reason that's really funny how that got to that show.
And one last question I have, Jeff. Do you let your wave grease marinate overnight, or do you let it thaw?
He's a Thar.
Chris is on fire, man.
Hilarious.
Hey, Chris, cool, man. Talk to you soon. Take care, and good luck with your daughter. Hope she doesn't stay ugly for long.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow, really?
Sorry, is that wrong?
He
Too
hangs
soon?
up right at the perfect time.
Chris from Connecticut now resides
Yeah, he
in
was
Florida.
He's him
and
his
Apollo
beautiful.
legend.
We tease him. His baby girl is beautiful.
Yeah.
But he was saying some interesting stuff because I was taking a couple notes, and I'm really lucky because I grew up with a lot of old heads and my dad, and we got a lot of love and even the old heads who were doing wrong
Right.
wouldn't let us do wrong.
Do wrong, yeah.
Right,
The
right.
block looked after you.
Yeah, it was like
I'm
no,
gonna tell your mom.
yeah, no, you're not doing that. You're not
Right.
even tough enough to do that, man.
Right.
Go and get your stuff.
Right.
And it just seems like there's no more accountability. Not a lot. I'm sure there are a lot of good men out there who are trying to help young boys, but it's like, when you're trying to help, and that was the thing that a lot of the, and we have to give respect to a lot of the females who didn't have men around were at least open enough to let the other men who were doing right help their sons.
Right, right.
And supported that and didn't.
Yeah, no. Now
keep
you got
it away.
kids. Kids are having kids
Well,
and
that's
raising
been,
kids.
they've been doing that.
Yeah, because my
This ain't
mom
nothing
was
new.
15 when she had my dog,
Yeah,
my
but
sister.
but it's a different time. Though.
Yeah, you got an iPhone now.
Yeah.
Right.
You pay
yeah.
more attention to the iPhone than you do your child.
Hey, I see people walking. I see nannies or even parents walking their kids and pushing the babies in the crib on the phone.
Right, right.
And I'm like, they not even paying attention. If a car came up and hit the kid,
No.
they would still be looking for Pokemon or something. It's pretty bad. And I agree with them about the third world people. That those kids now, it's like a third world country. It's like they wake up to kill.
Yeah,
And like they're used to war.
that's what it is, man. It's like it's become a war zone there.
And we just look for
But like you said, and then the account of over 500 murders in Chicago,
In 9 months.
it's organ stealing, man.
Yeah, and just like I was saying about, the big girls need to talk to each other and help each other stay healthy and all that. I think it's time, on the real for men to start stepping up and respecting one another and giving the young boys a better example. Because we're poor example. A lot of us are poor examples right now to the youth. I mean, they see us doing a lot of shady stuff, which we didn't see a lot growing up where, men did what they did, but it wasn't right in front of a 9-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 11-year-old. And we have to do better as men.
You can't do better. Like I said, we got phones now, so the information is instantaneously where it wasn't that way.
Well,
back
maybe I
then.
think it's time that we need to not give them phones until certain age. I mean, just sometimes it's like we have to. It's
See what you're
just
saying?
like-
What you're saying? Don't give him the phone, but I'm going to take my gun. I'm going to kill this man. And I'm going to get that money, and I'm going to go get that phone.
Oh, I'm going to take that phone.
The cat is out the bag right now.
I just.
We can't go back.
And even though you can go on your phone right now, and you can pull up the 30-second fights. It's just like it's the vast majority of black youths, and now the young dudes is beating up the girls. And then you have old people, you have men standing around encouraging it.
Yeah, it's just a weakness in us as
It's
men.
a free for all.
I mean, we just gotta be. We just gotta. We have to look with the same energy,
vigor.
Yeah, that we're destroying ourselves. We need to start having the same vigor and energy with redeeming ourselves and pulling it back. I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
Numbers 323-293-3375. We're at Morris Media Studios, and you're listening. What's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
All day long. Men, we have to be better. We got to start demanding that, we have to dig deep. We have to go back to our grandfathers and uncles and pull some of their strength. And then they're not all perfect. Hey, wow, look it up there. You can see, like, In a Man's World and the number. And I'm always curious about who did the graphics for our show and put the head.
That was Chuck Farmer.
And put the heads. She didn't. She was about to get on the mic, but she knew you were right, so she just shook her head. Oh. She's been here since 8:30, so she's kind of like in the zone. She's
AutoZone.
She's not even paying attention to us. And FYI, this mic is funky.
Again?
Get it. Just get it. Just clean it. Spray it. I'm going to start bringing my own spray.
Bring your own mics.
Smell like... Scared to say what it smells like. Listen.
Write it down, I'll say it.
I start to spray it too. There's a spray. We can spray it during the break.
We need to do something. We just need to replace it. I think it's permanent stank.
Oh, wow.
It's permanent stink. Seymour, how are you doing out there, girl? Seymour is... Hey, that's music. That means we're taking a break. Glad I know what that means. I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
I'm Eddie Kendricks.
And we'll be right back.
Tighten up your belts.
All day. I mean, I wasn't. What was it? Who is this?
Eddie Kendricks.
What?
Nah, I didn't do
So you had the forearm on the wall. It was all up in her left ear.
Hey, I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And my phone just died. What's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
Thank you. 323-293-3375. And it is now time for...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Teeder's Sports Ticker.
Lend me your ears. Lewis, you just gonna be in love with dick like that? Teeder's Sports Ticker.
Hey!
Let's just get right into it. NFL.
Well, hold up. You mean you're going to skip college football?
Oh, USC getting waxed by Alabama, number one team in the land on the college level.
That was embarrassing.
Down in the Big D and Jerry Jones.
Jerry's World.
Jerry's World, his stadium, I guess the stage was too big in Alabama. Them Southern boys are no joke. You can't come out here with this.
That bullshit.
I'm fading out.
You think they can recover for that?
Well, the team is built for Pac-10 play, so you had the Gazelles going down to Texas to play against the goddamn Buffaloes.
It was a good game till 6-0.
And that second quarter, they couldn't get up 10-0.
Embarrassing, man. But hey, the game though, a couple games, Oklahoma got beat up by who did Oklahoma play?
Your story.
Well, man, you know what?
Too early for me for college.
I forgot.
I want to get to the playoffs.
Well, all right. I know.
No, I know. Oklahoma did get stopped.
They got beat down by
There's a lot of top 10
by Houston. Houston beat them, and that was good. But also that game between LSU and Florida State. That was a good game.
LSU, I wasn't know.
That was-
LSU was Wisconsin
No.
and Lambeau Field. Yes.
Okay, that was when Wisconsin beat them. I'm sorry.
Badgers.
That was the Ole Miss
Florida-
lost. Ole Miss
Florida-
lost to Florida State.
Yeah,
that was a good game with the
Yeah.
freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
But Jim Kelly's nephew was balling too.
Right.
Both of them. That was good. But
Yeah, you had a lot of brother quarterbacks that's going to be coming to the next level on the Cam Newton level.
But Alabama's
Coming.
freshman quarterback.
Southern boys ain't no joke. Roll Tide.
Jeff killed me with that. No, it was Wisconsin. Straight up.
Let me do this.
You tell Jeff as a parent. No, I told you to do your homework. You didn't do it right.
At the level, NFL football.
Hey, it's coming. Oh, that's right. It was the
It
game
started.
yesterday. Yeah.
So, ladies, 22 weeks, you're going to be lonely. If he's been ignoring you, you're really going to be ignored now.
Now, let's be fair.
For what?
You're right. There's a lot of men, unfortunately, evidently they weren't taught well, that don't like football. I've met guys that don't like football. I'm like, who raised you?
It's an eclectic taste.
Now, that Thursday game, who won? I didn't get
Thursday game was the Broncos versus the
Rematch Super Bowl.
Panthers Super Bowl rematch, and the score for that, Lewis, will be 20-21. Broncos
They beat them?
take the win.
But they could have won though.
Lost 50-yard field goal was missed.
That
in
motherfucker,
game.
he hit the first one, then Kobiak, the coach, called that timeout. That's the shit.
Iced him.
Yeah. Fucked them up.
So they lost to the new quarterback?
Yeah, it went
Well, the
right.
defense is there. Von Miller, he's coming off that edge, and nobody can stop him.
I like his commercial. Kills.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's
Oh, the
dancing.
Madden? The Madden?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He kills that. I didn't even know that was him at first. He
yeah.
kills that commercial.
And the controversy in the game was pivotal situation where they could have got a 15-yard penalty to be closer to get the field goal with a helmet-to-helmet hit versus Cam getting the ball back to the line of scrimmage. So they called, they wiped it away. In the fall, the two fouls will cancel each other out. But I think the personal foul, the helmet was more egregious. That's why he couldn't get the ball to the line of scrimmage, because the dude had hit him with the helmet-to-helmet. And
17 times.
4 of them was like really crucial. And the NFL
17 times what?
He was hit. Headshots.
In the game?
Yes.
Right. But
And 4 of them was crucial, and they didn't make a call on those 4. The one he's
the
talking
NFL
about,
has made a statement today and said that they did miss one of the calls.
Out of 17?
Yeah. But
And
he's
that
not
was
he's not a pocket passer, so they're basically going with the old school ways. It's like Cam is a big boy. He's 6'5", and he run people over. So once he come out of that pocket, you're no longer a quarterback. You're a running back.
Did he have one of those hats on? Just kidding.
No, he was getting fucked up, though.
Oh, was he?
He was getting fucked up.
Well, we know what's happening Sunday, so I know.
So here we go. Chicago Bears, Jazzy. You guys have Houston going up,
Houston.
and I need a prediction of
our first victory.
what will Chicago's record be at the end of the season. What do you reckon? What are you looking at?
Oh,
What kind of team you see yourself having?
I'm making a bold ass prediction.
Oh, you went out on a limb.
Yes.
Give me the number.
16-0, Super Bowl bound.
16 and
Wow.
And we're gonna stomp Green Bay's ass twice.
Okay.
Murder them.
That's your rival.
Yes.
But you got Houston coming up on Sunday. Okay, I
okay.
got
It's
you.
a wrap.
Chicago Bears 16-0. Philadelphia Eagles got Cleveland this Sunday. I need a prediction. What will the Eagles record be with your
the heart attack.
Oh, Eagles going to be 12-4.
12-4?
Wow.
With our rookie quarterback.
Okay.
And
Does he have a name?
Wentz. And we will win the Super Bowl.
Okay, got you.
I was going to say 16-0, but Jeff took that from me.
Right.
I didn't, I didn't want to. I was like, all right.
Try to go 16-0?
No.
Okay, my Pittsburgh Steelers. We got the Washington. I won't say the derogatory name that follows that. We have those. Yes, and my prediction. I'm gonna go big on my team too, but I'm gonna go 13-3.
Well, then one of those losses is going to be to the Eagles. So,
Well, yeah, we got you guys on the schedule.
Third game of season.
So we're gonna go with that and continue with the NFL. The Seahawks is planning to do a celebration or a protest, however you want to take it, for Super Bowl Sunday. We'll be commemorating the anniversary of 9/11 this Sunday. And that's football. So we have the records down. Chicago Bulls 16-0, Philadelphia Eagles 12-4.
Chicago Bears.
Whatever.
Chicago Bears.
Whatever.
No, it's not whatever. It's Chicago Bears. Get
Chicago
it right.
Cubs.
Get it right. 90-50.
Well,
World
y'all
Series.
can't go undefeated because somebody's going to shoot y'all.
Pittsburgh Steelers 13-3. And here we go, continuing in sports. We have to celebrate this woman. I know this is in a man's world, and this is Teeder Sports Ticker, but we must celebrate the athlete of the year. Did I say athlete?
Yeah, it says something.
Athletics, Miss Serena Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, she did lose, but in Arthur Ashe Stadium in the U.S. Open, which is played in New York, Flushing Meadows is the grounds. But she lost to Carolina. What was that?
As you say, it's your story.
Yeah. Pliskova. Yeah, Pliskova.
Oh, she lost?
She lost. Yes. And that breaks her number one
ranking.
Number one ranking. She was number one for 186 weeks. That snaps the consecutive streak from Steffi Graf. So I guess she tied her, or Steffi Graf has. Why you say she need a man? Leave her alone. And her accomplished 22 Grand Slam single titles. That's 22. That's more than Pete Sampras, John McEnroe, and Andy Roddick combined. So she is one of the premier athletes that we have on the planet. She started at 17, the 1999 U.S. Open. She won at 17, and she was the first sister since Althea Gibson. So if you don't know nothing about Althea Gibson, please Google her. They should do a movie on her. They really
got a nice documentary on her.
Yeah, I saw that.
But they need a movie.
Other people helped her out.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a nice movie a documentary on it.
And moving on, Hall of Fame. Congratulations, NBA, to Yao Ming, Cheryl Swoops, Shaquille O'Neal.
Wait, Yao Ming made it to the Hall of Fame?
Yao Ming, China. He brought his 7'6" frame over to the United States. His country allowed him to come play basketball, and he brought 1 billion people.
He was the shit over in China, though.
He brought 1 billion people.
Yeah.
So it's not always about the talent.
And Shaq made it to the Hall of Fame?
Yep.
Shaq made it to the Hall of Fame. LSU Tiger, yes. And he took a nice picture. You should find it with in front of legendary coach, rest in power, Pat Summitt. Yep. He took a picture in front of her. She's Hall of Fame as well. And Allen Iverson, AI. Georgetown. He's in the Hall of Fame as well. So this was a great class.
Yeah.
To go through that.
And you forgot the one I always, Zelmo Beatty.
Yeah, that's your people. I know.
Who was that?
He played for the St. Louis Blues, man.
All right, hockey guy.
No.
Oh, that was a basketball team.
Legendary.
I'm just an assistant freshman coach.
The Negro League.
I was like that was the beginning of the ABA.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you would know that. Anything else?
Yes, the big headline, like you said, we've been talking about it, or they've been talking about it too much, but Colin Kaepernick, he's from Milwaukee. College he played in was Nevada. He was a quarterback at Nevada, and he took a knee at the first preseason game. Nobody caught wind of that, but the person who did catch wind of that was Jeff Fisher, the coach of the Los Angeles Rams. Had seen that he wasn't standing.
Well, actually, it was a black reporter because his first 2 games he wasn't dressed. He was not in uniform. He was just in plain clothes, and he just sat down. Then the 3rd game, that's when a black reporter saw him and said, I'm noticing something. Nobody really caught it. Colin's been sitting. The first 2 games he wasn't dressed. He sat down, and then now he's dressed. He's continuing to sit. So that's what it was.
But it was a silent protest. But then when they asked him, and then he let them know what it was. And then to his credit, that we at now, he did have, for the last week, he did have the number 1 jersey. But the boy from Denver, they put him over because he took a knee, and he's the number 1 jersey now. But Colin Kaepernick has made a stand for the NFL. He's guaranteed $12 million, whether they cut him or not. People say they wanted him to get cut, and it was about He never said it was about the military. It's just about the injustice that's going on.
Social injustices, yeah.
This anthem has nothing to do with the game. So now you're seeing people taking a knee. Brandon Marshall took a knee, and he lost an endorsement. So he took a knee. So now they want to bring the anthem even before the players even come out on the field, so they don't have to deal with that. So they're trying to make that change for that. And back in 1947, Jackie Robinson was the first player to do that in the All-Star game.
I take a knee?
World Series, the first game of the World Series.
Yeah.
He didn't. He sat.
Yeah, he sat. He didn't acknowledge. So, athletes have been doing it, throughout history. And Chris Jackson, LSU, who changed his name to Abdul Mahmoud Abdul
Mahmoud Rauf.
You should have just stuck where he changed his name. But go ahead.
But see, what people don't know.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Go ahead, bro.
In 1996, he played for the Denver Nuggets, and he sat in the game, and then they was booing him and everything, and then it was like Commissioner David Stearns at the time had a meeting when it was like, look, we're gonna suspend you one game, but you're gonna have to stand. And you can put your head in your hands. You can pray, because he was under the Islam situation. So it's going to be very
He
key.
was under the Islam situation.
Yeah,
See, what people don't know is
because it's the NBA.
yeah, and people don't know about the national anthem. They only sing the first verse.
And I'm saying that the last chorus.
Yeah, the last three stanzas, and the third stanza is about the slaves.
Do you have the third stance?
Yes,
Oh, I would like to hear it.
it's like, and where is that band who valiantly swore that the havoc of war and battles, confusion, a home and a more country should leave us no more. Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps, pollution. No refuge could save this hurling enslaved from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave.
Wow. All right, I got to say this. Not last week before, I teased Jeff about saying, he didn't say it at any time at all.
Well, when I get heated in the conversation,
I mean, that was just amazing to me that you could switch that like that.
And what's that?
Remember I was teasing about how many he said?
I had 30,
Yeah.
30, I was up to 31.
Yeah, but you didn't say any. That was pretty amazing to me. I was like, because I took my pen out, I was like, oh, how many you going to say? And it's none. So I was really.
Oh, you corrected it that fast.
Yeah, that's John Lemon.
A little bit of love will do you.
That's what men do, though. See, real men do that. Little punk
Could have
ass
shot
men.
you.
No, I got my vest on.
Oh.
And lastly, we talk about USC and the Alabama loss, and a freshman defensive end, Don Hill, suspended from the opener. He didn't play against Alabama. Him and his teammate allegedly raped an intoxicated woman on July 14th and taped it, sent it to her boyfriend.
Is he black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Handsome kid.
What's wrong with these young boys?
He got sent home the Thursday before Saturday's football game. His parents was there with them. And they had to fly back out to L.A.
So wait, he's from L.A.?
Yep.
And he was playing for who?
USC.
And he raped the girl when?
It was allegedly sexual assault. Him and the other offensive guard.
Mm-hmm.
July 14th.
So when they were out here?
Yeah, they was out here at a party.
And they taped
she was so drunk.
Snapchat.
Yeah, she was so drunk that she was saying no and all that. But she vividly remembers
it was him and his friend.
And the other guy.
And they have it on tape.
Yeah, his buddy Snapchatted.
Right.
And sent it to
her ex-boyfriend, who's a college football player down in Arizona.
And they sent it to him.
Yeah.
Was she black?
White.
Yeah.
And the two kids were black?
Yes.
And what did his parents say?
That's another thing. It's like, my whole thing is like, off the bat, you coming back on the plane, your child gonna lie.
Right.
Because you're gonna ask, hey man, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
All we have is like, there's something happened in L.A. You all need to get back there because NCAA rule says that you can't be in the state because it was a violation that occurred. So you need to you can't be a part of the team. So you got to get back to L.A. So now on the plane ride, you coming back, you questioning your child. You're like, man, what's going on? Well, this woman we had, it was consensual. And now she's just making up something.
But he knew that he had raped her.
Well, no, he don't think he raped her. He thinks this was consensual. The fucked up part is that his buddy Snapchatted it.
And you see the girl like a rag doll.
Yeah. And you can hear her probably saying, stop, what are you doing? Stop. I'm just,
Very sad situation.
What year is it? Doesn't matter.
They
what year
freshmen.
it is. My God, man. I mean, and he's got both his parents in his life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that goes back to saying when we was talking a couple of weeks ago about the Nate Parker situation, is that you sit down and you tell your kids this. You know, like I know when Jordan went to Arizona, I gave Jordan, you know, and that's my cousin. I gave him a speech.
Right.
I was like, hey, man, if you in between and you penetrating her and you just doing your thing, but she's pushing you off and she's saying stop, stop, stop. Now you raping her.
Right.
You got to stop. I don't care how good it feels.
No means no.
Now, if she's pushing you off and she's telling you she doesn't want to continue and you just like, you know, it's going to be, and you trying to come, it's like, nah, you raping her.
Right.
Plain and simple. Now you raping her. So, I mean, but now these kids are not getting, even like I talked to Jordan about it, and he was like, I didn't know it was a big problem. I'm starting to hear about it now. He said, but when I was in college, I mean, because one of his teammates got brought up on it. And it's just like, it's across the college campuses.
Man, I just don't. And that's how you know you're at a point where you're getting older and you just.
Nonsense.
To where you just say, I don't understand what you young people are thinking about. And I'm sure our parents said it to us. But, I mean, and they said it to us like, I can't believe you going out with that girl. Not, I can't believe you raped her. I mean, that's where we've come to, where our thing was, if our parents were disappointed because we dated that girl because they knew what kind of girl, or, you know, it's just like you don't
she
have
was too fast for you.
Yeah, or you didn't have the means. Now it's, I mean, to sit down. I mean, that's why sometimes, you know, you got to feel good about your son and my son, that at least they got enough sense.
But now the question is like, you just add on, it's like, do you support your child? Do you go and get a lawyer? Do you like, okay, now, because he's lied to you, and then you like, okay, now you presented with this, with a videotape. That's not, now do you...
There's another caveat. This is no gun involved.
Yeah, now do you support your child? Do you go through the criminal process with him? Or do you is there's a chance for him to be bailed out? Do you bail your child out? Or do you say, you know what? Fuck that. You got to sit this one. You bought this on yourself.
Do you fight it or do you forget him?
Well, wow.
Another caveat.
My answer is simple.
What?
He got to sit that one. That's shit, man.
Do you get him a lawyer?
If you lied to me in the beginning and I asked you and then they show me the tape, and if you high-fiving, hey, man, yo, fuck is you doing? It's like,
yeah, I got to sit down and talk to you first and say, listen, I need to know the truth.
I always told my son, it's like,
you got to tell me the truth,
it's
because
like,
if you don't, it's going to be hard for me to support you.
My thing is here in Teeder Sports Ticker, if you have both parents in your life, did the father give him that speech before, and then you come back and lie to me because I gave you the speech and you did what you wanted to do? How do you adjust? See, that situation?
I'm of the thinking that as a child, because I'm always thinking that part of your brain is not developed, you gonna lie.
Correct.
It's like you
at the airport when you getting on the plane.
You gonna lie, so I'm gonna cut you off before you lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not truly really gonna believe you. You know, it's like
I don't know we coming back to LA for. I don't know why.
If you my child and I've raised you, then at one point during the conversation, I'm gonna catch the lie.
Correct.
I'm gonna catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Or mom or one of we're going to sit down and talk.
Because you're waiting on the truth.
Right. I'm like, I'm going to catch the lie. I hear what I'm going to ask him certain questions that's going to set him up that he's going, because he's not smarter than me, that he's going to, because we all have our telltales online.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're kids, you know, like when you talk to your boy, you know, like, all right, that didn't add up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to ask you that didn't add up. What time, what time did you say, dot. Okay, that ain't add up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's lying. And then I'm going to stop you. Look, you need to stop lying right now. You need to stop lying. And
she said yes, Dad. She said yes.
No. Okay, we need to stop. But listen, now I'm going to get into who you were hanging out with, who you were with. See, I'm going to do all the policing.
With his boy.
You know, your friend, what he's about. I'm going to add it up. I'm going to see who influenced you and where. Because I know your strengths and your weaknesses.
Exactly.
I know if you're the kind of kid that's been influenced because you've done it before.
Right.
Or I know you're the leader. So that's the first thing I can figure out. If you're the kind of kid that's leading this assault, or you're a follower because you're one of the two, or you got caught up,
will
or
participate.
your dumb ass didn't leave. You stood there and watched, or you were the one filming. So I already kind of know what kind of kid you are.
Right.
So that's what I'm a harp on and trying to educate you. Are you a follower? Don't become, because that's what it was with me. My conversation from my dad was, don't be a follower.
Correct.
And then I made that switch that, okay, I'm going to be a leader. I'm not going to be a follower because that he caught me. He knows I'm a follower, and I feel like I'm being a follower with Fat Paul, Peanut, and Boogie. Okay, because I'm not like them.
Right.
So at 12, he took me around the corner to work for Mr. Russell. So that kind of put me in leadership thing. Okay. Now I'm doing something that they're not doing. They're hustling, and I got an honest job.
Yeah.
Right.
Come to be trying out for football. They don't want to go try out. I'm going to try out. Now I'm in a uniform. So I'm a leader in that way. So you got to have a kid understand his strengths and try to push him away from his weaknesses.
The guidance.
Yeah. So that's that's what makes it so tough when they leave home.
Yeah.
Because then you can't catch them.
And on a brighter note, in Teeder Sports Ticket, my L.A. Dodgers, first place still. We took 2 out of 3 from your Chicago Cubs.
And the Cubs are balling.
But we beat them. And we get our boy Kershaw back, and we got Yasiel Puig. But
y'all couldn't trade
him. And so what, he hit a home run.
That's all right. 90 and 50.
Yeah, I saw they hit a 3-run home run on that one. I saw that.
22 more games to go.
But he's humble. Now, he learned his lesson.
Oh, yeah. You got to sit down to get down.
Yeah, he learned his lesson.
Got to sit down and get down. And that was Teeter's Sports Ticker right here.
I thought we had already ended it.
In
I
a
didn't know it was still
world.
Well, that was good. Now, that was good. That was last couple weeks before it was. Yeah, horrible.
You got on me, and
But you and Jeff both have just, my gosh, this is like this show. I see why we creeping on the rollout show.
Yeah,
we just tightening our belts up. We getting tight. Don't look at us outside of your eye, like you looking at the side of the cliff. Like,
do you have music for What's Eating Dicks?
Oh,
do you have the music?
Oh, that's still a segment, huh? That's still a segment.
Could you play Put It in Your Mouth?
Oh, you know what, man? You know what?
I'm just asking.
Put it in your mouth. Have you watched the new show?
What show?
Undisputed?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it.
What show is
Skip
that?
and Shannon?
Oh, no. How is it?
Oh, fucking ripoff.
Of what?
From First Take.
Shannon Sharp don't do nothing for me.
Exact same setup, exact same format, everything.
But my man Skip getting paid.
Big time. $5.5 million a year.
Paid.
Fox.
Yes.
Paid. And what's so funny is all that love him and Stephen A. Smith, it's funny how they bought that love away from him. He's gone. Because Stephen A. said that he wasn't going to do the show if my man left.
Yeah.
But no.
But they ratings have fallen because now he just, did the ultimate, like, you all been wanting to debate me. Now you got your chance. So send in your video, 30 to 40 seconds of your best debate with someone.
Who, Stephen A.?
Yeah. And then at the end of 2 months, a male and a female gets to go on the show and sit at the table for 2 hours and debate with them.
With who? Stephen A.?
Yeah.
Man, dude.
That's what they're going to do with Max Kellerman. That's going to be a whole nother segment.
No, they get to debate with everybody. I mean, so.
Stephen A. Yeah, and it's sad because the new girl, she.
Molly?
Yeah, because Max was trying to make a point about the rape case. And he was saying about his daughters, what he would teach his daughters. Right. And then she said, no, don't go there, don't go there. She didn't even let him get his sentence out. That's what I'm saying about you can't say anything now as a heterosexual, as a male. But it's just like, she's like, don't go there. And then she kind of apologized. I know your heart. Well, then shut up and let me do me. Let me talk about it.
Now, just like you just said that you can't be a heterosexual male and speak on anything. So is it really shutting down the information of guidance to those who want to know what it is, or they just want you just out there blind so you don't teach the youth?
No, you just got to be in this kind of format, like in a man's world, where they know men are going to talk about our issues, and we don't. And if you got something to say, then you call us and we'll answer. But we're going to be, just like, because women can do it.
Correct.
Women can sit around and like on The View and have their whole opinion,
spiel. And
you can't say nothing as a man. But now with men, because men have been dominating for so long. Now it's the whole thing of like we can say what y'all can't say what y'all want. Y'all, it's ridiculous.
Oh, and to your point where you just said man been dominated, the girl, this blew me away. That the girl who got $20 million from the boy with the sexual assault.
Yeah.
Oh, they have not mentioned that on Fox at all.
Oh no.
Right,
no.
But my point is the women in the same field as her made the comments that she wasn't even one of the number one girls over there. How could she get that kind of money?
Yeah.
So is it about womanhood or is it about position?
Oh, women have a thing about each other, man.
Like you supposed to rally around her.
I was thinking the same thing. I said all those women at Fox right now, the receptionists, researchers, they all should get up and walk off their job.
Thank you.
That would make such a strong statement to the news industry and say, you know what, we ain't tolerating this anymore.
Because women are not.
And that's why I brought that point up, because that's not the mentality to say.
Look at them cutting down Hillary.
She got the money that was due her for what she went through.
$20 million.
You worrying about because she ain't one of the number one anchors. Oh, it ain't about that.
They got so much self-hate for each other.
And I saw that. That blew me away.
And that's the thing that, and because, and some of it's justified what they've been through, the way they've been treated by men. But it's so hard for them to love. They fake it well, like they love each other, and it's girlfriend this and girlfriend that and girlfriend love and all that. But they just can't. Even that's one of the problems. Sisters have so many issues with each other.
Right.
It even starts there, where sisters can't get along because they have so much self-hate for each other and themselves.
My mom and her 3 sisters.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Where as a brother, you might fight your brother, but you ride or die for your brother.
Right.
Women get upset with sisters get upset with they got a good boyfriend, the other one don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, but men will. Hey man, this is it. Women just got something's wrong with them.
But you go back to that. It's like everything now is like every woman that comes on television, the spew, the venom, the tone in their voice. When they talk about Hillary, it's like she is a liar.
They're so insecure.
Like, wow.
They're so insecure, and they are just so. It's like even if you love them fully, they don't know how to handle it. Even if you give them props, it's now not all of them.
What's the number one thing?
Not all, but at least 95% of them.
Well, if you tell a woman you love her, what's the follow-up question?
What?
Why do you love me?
Right.
I think a lot of it comes from...
Oh, excuse me, factory.
I have to jump in. I just can't let this go on.
I was just announcing you, bitch.
What? I beg your pardon.
Oh, I love it.
I didn't hear you.
Go ahead.
I was announcing you.
Yeah, he was giving you props. See, you can't even handle that love.
Yeah.
That's what we just talking about.
Yeah.
Opening the door for you.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah,
I know, because you weren't listening.
Y'all don't listen. Y'all just into your own feelings.
Message.
Go ahead.
I think it comes from being in relationships prior and to bring in sometimes us as women and even men do it, bring in baggage.
Don't speak for us.
You know what?
Because I have to admit, Canoe has raised the bar. I mean, he's like giving me nothing at all to complain about. He's consistent. He does what he says he's gonna do, and what can you complain about after that? I mean,
you'll find something.
Because Code 3 and I were talking about that, and I told her, I said, listen, I know you're not fully understanding or okay with this because you don't fully trust it yet. It's coming. I know myself. I know what I want to do and what I want to bring. I know what I'm giving. But some things you have to work out, and that's just where women are, and I just think it's just that other chromosome you guys have. It's just it's just hard.
So you're saying that men don't carry baggage into relationships?
No. It's not so much. I don't think it's so much. Yeah, we carry baggage in relationships, but I think it's the baggage you guys have within yourself. It's your own baggage. It has nothing to do with us. You still would be going through what you're going through, even if it was just yourself. You guys just don't have a deep enough understanding yet of who you are because
sometimes I think it's natural to have insecurities. It just depends how you let those how you react or how you are with those. Is it consistently you're insecure, or do you have moments?
But you can't bury anything. You can't bury anything. It's always like if certain things that we go through, once we've gone through it and processed it, we bury it and let it go.
Right.
We have to move on because that's how we have to function. We have to lead.
I'm just not one of those women that hold on to.
No, you're that other 5% that I was talking about. There's 95% of you just can't deal with it. You can't because you just feel that there's more to it that hasn't been exhausted or thought out or dealt with or felt or or completed.
Elaborated on.
Right. And it's just go ahead.
Don't take your insecurity out on me.
Well, they have to take it out on whoever's close and whoever will. And here's the interesting thing: whoever decides to love them is the one that is saying, "I love you enough to deal with this BS and handle and be your sounding board or your chopping board."
It goes both ways. It's not like women don't have to put up with anything.
Yeah, but the first thing y'all tell us, if we doing it too much, you need to go hang out with your buddies. You need to go do something. You need to find something to do. I'm not going to be dealing with you all the time.
So what do men do it?
Well, we have to take it because if not, we don't love you. If we say, hey, listen, you know what? You need to go talk to your girlfriend. You need to
I don't know. That might be a certain age group that thinks like that. I don't know.
Well, no, it's that 95%. You have to keep in mind, you know your father loves you. He's made it clear. That's the first one. That's the first one that helps you deal with it as a person. Like, okay, my father knows that that your father would die for you. Point blank. So
You would have told me.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
about that.
But it's kind of like how much he loves you, and then when another man comes with that, you can recognize that BS, and you're like, you know what? It's all about.
No, I put up with a lot of shit over the years. I have.
Yeah, but that was. But you put up with a lot of it. But that other 5, but you protected yourself. You put up with a lot of it, but you still stayed in tune with yourself.
But at least the thing is, you put up with a lot of it, but then if the key is to learn from it. I think that
there you go.
All those relationships, I've learned something new in each one, and most of it was what I don't want.
Right, and that's on, and you focused on that, and now where you are now, Canoe and you are at a place to where you realize that this feels right and good as long as I don't bring up that other unnecessary stuff.
Right, exactly.
I don't need that.
That's exactly right, because a lot of stuff like when I'm a thinker, so I think a lot and I keep a lot to myself. Get you. But I was thinking, I know as women we always ask that question, and that's part on the outline too. The top 5 questions you never ask a man. That was on the outline. I don't know if you saw that, but
I saw. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I did. We'll do it next week. I forgot about it yet.
Is that we always tend to always want to know where we are in the relationship. What is this? Where are we going with this? For a man, is that a legit question from a woman, or do you enjoy what it is? If there's nothing wrong with it, then just let it be.
Yeah, it is for a man if he's BSing you. See, that's what the thing is. Once a man decides he's going to love you, then he's going to go forward in making sure that he treats you like a queen. And it's hard work, but he's going to take necessary steps to say, like example, like Code 3's got to think about putting your slippers on before you go in the kitchen. Now, normally I don't wear the slippers, but
So you got to put your slippers on
what's that? What's the science behind that?
I guess
Because your nails are scratching her floor.
your feet are dirty. I don't know. It's
Your
all
gorilla
protective,
paws.
protective stuff. I don't know. It's just a thing about her. So
into bed
she's
with
been
dirty
laughing
feet?
at the fact that when she sees me before I get out of bed, I'm getting ready to go in the kitchen. She'll see me look for my slippers and put them on.
Okay.
Wow, you are sprung.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
No, that's a thing to get along because she might be.
Now, if you don't put the slippers on, would that cause an argument?
no.
It's not an argument, but she's visually stimulated as being a woman. Is like if you in the house, you put on your house slippers.
And like I got to think, like it's certain things on my end that I've noticed that I've told her that, hey, listen, you need to modify that. That won't roll with me.
Okay.
You know, it's like an example was
With the arm
she went to she was going to a funeral today, and she was going to go.
And right
With-
now, that's
she was-
called the get down.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
she was going to go with someone.
Oh, that's your theme song?
No, she was going with someone who she was picking up, and I heard on the phone telling the guy, "I'll pick you up, then we'll go." And I said, "Listen, okay, from now on, that person has to meet you. You don't go to that person to pick all the way to that person to
From
pick
now
them up.
on.
Yeah, from now on. You
This is
don't
the
go.
last time
You know, because etiquette-wise, he needs to meet you.
as a man.
And she's like, wow, well, because something can happen to you driving all the way there. And that's not cool for me because he can meet you and then that cuts down something happening to you. He's not your man. He's not your cousin. He's not family. He's just a friend.
Allegedly.
Right. So, my point is like, and in my mind, my thinking is, I wouldn't do that if a woman wasn't my family friend, that I'd go go to her home, pick her up and go somewhere.
Okay.
Because that's your time. She can meet me there and whatever, but that's for you.
Because I'm in a relationship now.
That's for you. And that's just, it might seem awkward for other people that they don't like that. That's just my thing. Etiquette-wise, you don't do that.
Did she honor that?
It's her choice.
So you won't find out until the next funeral.
Right.
Okay.
That's just, hopefully she will, because
Uber pickup.
just like if she came to me about something, I don't think it's overbearing or out of, bounds, or I'm being, dominated or anything like that. It's just something that I think,
Now, would it become a problem if she elected not to do it and said, well, I don't see there's a problem with me doing it?
Well, then I'd let her know.
Wear slippers no more.
I'd let her know that I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think it's because she might not see, but me being a man,
right?
I see where. Not saying he hit on her or anything like that, but I would see in my mind, knowing a man, as a man, he's taking advantage of you, because a woman doesn't go get the man. You meet halfway, so to speak, but you don't have my woman
pick you up.
drive to come pick you up.
Yo, woman.
Yo.
Hey, man, just like hopefully her man's not going to go pick up some woman, because that's for her. I'm here for her.
But while she's driving to pick him up, that's his woman.
Hey, if that's the case, she can explain to me, then I get to make a choice.
That nigga you bring them hot wings, baby. That nigga make them hot wings.
Really,
Bring my motherfucking slippers back.
I think that...
Did you arrest that nigga? Did he say out? Yeah, he said out.
Nigga didn't resist when you put him in that arm, like, did he? I told you that nigga ain't never been arrested.
Said, bring them slippers. That's funny.
He ain't gonna wear them.
That's funny. And bring my slippers. That's funny. That's cold right there. That's a cold one. That was a cold. But no, POTUS, I think that, to me, that means for longevity. You don't want to nag a man and unnecessary, because you guys are in a good place and you're heading in a good direction, and it has to be clean. He has to be be able to trust you.
Like you said, there's a lot of things that unnecessarily you don't have to even bring up.
Because you're building a history.
But if that's in a woman's DNA to be that person who has to bring it up, she doesn't know how to turn it off. It's like a light. My light is on.
Well, hopefully, and she does the same thing with you in a relationship. Hopefully you can, I don't want to use the word manipulate, but let's say you can love that person enough to where they'll see the other side. And and you have to do that. You have to, it's just like a child, both sides. Right. You have to demonstrate, listen, I love you enough to get us to this point. Mm-hmm. So that means I might have to eat a little bit that I don't want to eat.
But
some vegetables.
If you start with the drama before the person even gets a chance to know you or love you, the relationship is pretty much doomed.
Right. Because like, okay, that's what's on her front. That's what's on her plate. That's her main course.
That's what's happening out here. It's doomed.
That's her main course. So then you either got to make a decision. If it's good stuff, then you're gonna deal with it, put up with it, because she got some good stuff.
Well, and that's gonna get meaning old. Sex.
Yes. Yeah. And that's gonna get old. But
sugar tail.
Because bottom line is, good sex is important, but the most important thing is that you love this person, you guys can get along, this person makes you feel happy.
I don't think it's love. Can you be lovable?
But that depends what the person's goal is in terms of the person. Like, everybody's probably not getting in a relationship to be in love and do all that.
Well, I think your idea of it is to fall in love. That's what makes young people get together and fall in love, because they think it's going to be forever. But once you reach a certain age, over 35, 40, you're looking for someone to say, hey, man.
Let's be lovable.
Let's make this work, because I want to grow older. That's what people want typically.
Right.
Now, the key is how much baggage you're bringing to where a person, can you both carry that for the next 30, 40 years?
Gucci. Some
of the baggage you got to throw overboard. Yeah. You gotta
Some people can't do that, because the first sign of where you going? Oh, I'll be right back. Man. My ex-boyfriend used to say that. So now you in that situation, because what do you do now?
Right, and you have to calmly, lovingly, as best you can, explain to her,
bitch,
that I'm not him. That's one of the reasons why one of the most important things in a relationship in the beginning is to listen and hear that person.
Gotta hear it.
You start taking notes and realize, and then remember, like, okay, that's, and then you explain to her, hey, listen, I know how you feel about that, so I'm not going to put that on you.
Right.
I'm not going to be that kind of.
I'm not going to open up that can.
Yeah. I see what it is. Let's leave it on the shelf. It's resealed.
Yeah.
But some people are mean enough and vindictive enough to open it.
Bring it
that's
down.
That's how they get you. Mm-hmm. They do that because they want to have an argument so they can go cheat or do something.
Right.
He's like, okay, I'm gonna make that person pissed. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna not pick up my cell phone. I know that bothers her. Communication is important to her.
Correct.
So you know what? I'm gonna just say my phone died. ... Mm-hmm. Or just so she can be angry. And then I know she's argued. Then I can say, look, forget you. I don't want to be in this anyway. You can get out of that. Right. That's how you get out of it. But if you in it to put the work in, then you're gonna pay attention. You're gonna say, hey, I hear you. But hey, listen. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
Back Frida, the woman who's in charge here at Morris Media Studios. We appreciate her. And
not really.
Good job, Canoe, for making her happy. Keep doing your thing.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah, man. It puts a lot of work.
Bless his heart.
Keep fucking her in the mountain.
Oh, damn.
Taking her
to that mountaintop. I have a dream.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
I tell you,
who is that? It was a friend of mine that I was telling about Canoe or whatever. And they said instantly, are you mean? Are you nice to him?
Oh, wow. They know you.
Like,
wow, really?
Well, it's good. Was that a male or female?
I think it was a...
Transgender.
I'm trying to remember who asked me that in the first place. It probably was a guy.
Now, have you noticed a difference in your females and what they think about your relationship with them, and are you?
For the most part, everybody is for it. They like it, and everybody always say, "You're so happy now." I don't. What? Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
I
what
could raise my hand.
Right.
She happy. I like you like that.
Oh,
she's not mean to me no more. Shit.
Yeah.
That's because I warmed up to you.
There you go.
Oh, bitch.
I know exactly how you're feeling.
You're warming up?
No, I just know how it feels good when you're in a good place.
It's still. I mean, I still feel like I have my guards up though. It's like it's not. I don't feel 100% free with it. It's still new. We're only like 4 months in, and I just don't want to, because the last relationship, and I know it's like you're bringing the baggage in, but I've learned from my last relationship that I want to reciprocate in a relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, and I want it to be, it's not going to always be 50-50, but I want it to be as balanced as possible. I don't want to be the one doing all the loving, doing all the planning, doing all the...
See how women, that's part of that. See, that's part of
No.
that.
It's too late. You already said it.
No. See, nothing's wrong with it, but it's in your notes.
It's on your platter.
That's important. Whereas most men, we're looking at, I love this person. And that goes to like, I'm bringing, like, Canoe has a strong idea of who he is. Whether he's with you or not, he's going to go camping. He's going to be outdoors. He's going to love himself. He's going to do the right thing in life. He doesn't have kids out of wedlock. You see what I'm saying? So he has a strong idea.
He got kids in a headlock.
No, so he has a strong idea of what kind of man he is. So you're not, no matter what your paper says, it's not going to affect his. And that's how I feel with mine. Like, I've gone through my hatred of women and being mad and all this and expecting certain things. So my slate has been, that part is off. I'm going to be Louis Dix.
Slate is clean.
Yeah, I'm going to be Louis Dix, and I'm going to love whoever I decide to love.
Whatever dude.
And you know what? And get up in the morning and make them coffee and warm their car up for her so she can leave in the morning. And
no, I do all that. I'm just saying I'm with all that, and I like them. But I'm saying I'm pacing myself.
Again, that's something.
And like you said,
she's in the marathon.
But he knows.
She's pacing herself.
That's how.
You a pace car?
Okay.
No, like you said, you said allow the man to pace the relationship. Right.
No, he's already pacing it in the sense of who he is. If he, as I said, he already knows what you've been hurt and paced because he's paid attention to you. So that's why he doesn't do any of those triggers. He didn't bring any of those triggers in because that's not who he was.
How does he know that if I've never told him that?
Because because you were looking for that kind of man who didn't have those triggers.
Correct.
So you were looking for someone that was confident, self-sufficient, knew he was, didn't have to say, baby, worried about you, letting you do your thing. So I'm going to say you, but God knew that this is the kind of man she wants and needs. So he wasn't going to bring no guy that's flip-floppy or trying to hide it. Because, by now or in a couple months, something would have slipped. And you were like, oh, okay, that's the kind of nigga he is. And that's the same thing I say to Code 3. That's not going to happen here. You're waiting for something in a couple months to fall out and say, oh, that's who he is.
Let the expectation go.
Yeah, that's who he is. No, this is who I am. I'm that good guy that God sent you. I'm that good guy.
It's not that I don't think he's a good guy and that's something he's going to, I think essentially he is a good guy with or without me in the relationship or not. I just think it's who he is, but I just don't. I want to stay focused on what I'm doing here.
The reason you're doing that is because you're smart and you know who you are. So you're being cautious for you, so you don't bring that business and mess it up. So you're confident in who he is, but you're smart enough to realize, okay, I need to. All right, POTUS, don't go there.
Don't be mean.
Don't go there with that. That's not necessary. So you have a lot of conversation with yourself, and we see that.
Don't blow smoke in his face. I see that with
Code 3. I see her thinking that and saying and wanting me to turn a switch on that's not there. That switch is not there. So she tries to say.
So she tests you.
Yeah. She's like, you're like, why are you being so smart? Well, I'm being smart because I'm a comedian. That's what I do. So I'm going to I'm going to clown you.
That.
Okay, I'm going to put myself on a timeout then. That's what she said.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk right now because you're being mean. I'm like,
wow.
I'm not being mean. I'm just cracking.
I just want you to take this dick.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not to be mean. I mean, I'll say things that because I know she's sensitive and she's been hurt.
Aww.
So I know the people that have said that to her before were being mean.
Proceed with caution.
I'm just you just met a comedian that's gonna.
Don't give
I'll clown her because I'm just clowning you because I love you and I'm not trying to be mean to you. Even if we were at a funeral and says I clown, hey man, your mom look good in that casket.
Oh wow!
No, but my mom's not in the casket. But I'm just saying that I'd say it to my mom. Like I do a joke about my mom. Mm-hmm. Not having her teeth and got a new man and he's taking her to Europe and my mom must have gave her some gummy bears.
So she gets offended when you joke with her?
Not offended. See, not offended. She's like,
they can't believe you go there.
Right. You're like, because another person who she was with probably said that and meant it and it hurt her.
Yeah.
Where I'm saying it in the sense of because she's sensitive. She's just a sensitive girl. She's a cop. I mean, that's the difference. When she puts her uniform on and goes to work, she's
zoned out.
A whole other beast.
She's on.
Yeah.
But when she's not, she's the most sensitive, nicest person in the world. She's too nice.
Right.
That's why I have to tell her, you can't go pick another man up. You're being too nice.
Right.
That's gonna get you in nice kind of trouble.
Let that nigga use your car.
Yeah, I mean she would. If the guy if he had said, "Can I use your car?"
Now who is this guy?
He's one of her nephew's coaches who coaches him.
Mm-hmm.
And see that
you coach, right?
Yeah, but see, I'm not. See, that's where another
she
person
got a thing for coaches.
No, see, that's what somebody else would think. But I know I know the guy kind of, and I know he's not.
Kind of.
No, I'm saying I know of
mean?
him. I know of him in the coaching world. I know he's not hitting
Not
In
her.
the coaching world, in the community.
Yeah, so I know
it's a secret society.
I know she's not. He's not hitting that, but here's the cool thing about it. If she was or whatever, that's something they got to work out. That's on them. That's her being that kind of person,
Exactly.
not me.
Yep.
I don't. Hey, if it came back,
You already slept with
If
him.
he came back and said, "Yo, man, the other day when she did me funeral, I hit that." Hey, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm still Louis Dix.
I know you'd be disappointed though.
No, I would.
Would you run off the field?
No. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be disappointed. That's. I'm at an age now where that's on them. They
Keep
gotta,
going.
They got to carry that.
Right.
I'm not going to carry that and mess my life up and be sad. I've already done that with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
I've carried that unnecessary pain.
No, I mean, at this point, I don't want the drama. It's like
right. So even
and
if you,
so
but,
and a lot of times, people bring drama upon.
and it's up to
That's
you.
all they know.
And it's up to
Thank
you.
you.
No, that's all
It's
they
up to
know.
you if you're going to carry that drama, because you know drama is there. It's just how deep you want to dig for it. Everybody's got drama.
My question is, what you gonna do with the slippers?
I'm not gonna wear them
You
anymore.
gonna throw them at her?
If something happened, I'm gonna go back to wearing my socks.
Footies and shit.
You know, but
You just probably need some comfortable slippers.
no, I
You
do.
probably don't
They're
like
good.
those.
No, these are good slippers.
Oh.
They're from
Oh.
They're from Nordstrom's. They're good ones.
You can take them back without a
Take them
receipt.
back. Yeah, I got
All those.
I got a little stain
Are
on
they
them.
all-
I'm thinking about taking
Yeah,
them
take them back.
Are they all those?
I don't know. They brown like little Ugg slippers.
Oh.
You got Uggs.
Little
there
Ugg
you
slippers.
go.
They some nice ones. You know, my kids got it from it was a gift,
Gotcha.
Christmas gift. So
Oh, your kids got them for you?
yeah. Wink, wink. That's another thing too. Whenever you're in a new relationship, you don't let them know who got you other stuff before them. You're like, all right, who got you those? Because that's the best thing about having kids. You can always say,
Throw it off.
my kids got me those.
Throw it off.
Who got you that bracelet?
My
kids
kids.
got me that.
Because a woman don't want to hear that at
Oh
all.
no, you can't wear that. Or if she that kind of woman, she gonna get you another one. Hey, I got you this, and then lose somewhere you can't find the other one. Hey, what happened to that bracelet?
Yeah.
I don't know. You must have lost it. So
She leave it at that other bitch's house.
and that's so funny because the other day
That's unhealthy.
I couldn't find some jeans.
The tight one?
You know what?
The ones you lay down
The
and slip
skinny
on.
ones.
One leg at a time.
Where my jeans with no pockets?
I swore I was like I must have left these jeans in Philly when I had my show.
Okay.
Oh.
But then
she go there?
I realized I took a sweater off a hanger and they were underneath the sweater. I
Hilarious.
just found them and it was
They
pissing
fit?
me off. Yeah, they fit. I was cleaning out the closet for her stuff.
Are you
Oh.
ever interested in any of her past relationships though?
No, because I was that as
You over that.
yeah as
Mature now.
see that was an interesting thing. I went through all of that with the past 8 years dealing with my ex
Right.
and cleaning that up. So I made some conscious decisions about what I would carry into my next relationship and what I wouldn't. That caused me so much unnecessary pain and a waste of time and emotion that it's you need to be a better person.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like, what does that have to do with you?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with you? It's not. You know, if she had kids with somebody else and all that, then that's something else.
It's a shame that we have to get older to get into that wisdom. It's like,
Well, that's the beauty of getting older.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
when
it
you're young,
is.
you got
A
enough.
lot of young
stamina.
kids dying. A lot of young motherfuckers dying.
yeah,
old.
no,
Over
that's
this.
true because I see how I was in relationships as opposed to now, and I'm just a totally different person.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
be happy.
It's on you. I mean, and then you feel after a while, after you realize and get smarter and wiser, you start feeling sorry for the other person. Like, damn, you just not a nice person. So that's going to carry on into your next relationship. I feel sorry for the other, like whoever's dating my ex. That's why
his
she.
headache
Yeah,
now.
that's why she's.
No, we cool.
Hey, I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
I know. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm about to fall asleep.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
You know it's time to go on our producer site. Let's get out of here. I'm about to fall asleep.
I've been here since 8.
Hey,
I
we
ain't
appreciate
hearing
all
your
of y'all
time.
listening.
so much for hanging with us, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll see y'all next week.
In a man's world.
I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
Oh.